Um, we're live. Hell yeah. And hopefully it's decent today. We had a good stream the other day, Wednesday. We had a good stream Wednesday. So hopefully we can get another good stream going out today. Let's go on ahead and check out, make sure everything's good over on the YouTube live. Clickety there. Hell yeah. Stupid. What's up, Alex? Looks like I'm not going to be able to do vertical on YouTube, but that's okay. That's okay. All right, we got Captain, EMB, Hot Bun. Damn, you guys are fast. And then probably Artemis. Man, you guys were fast as hell. TikTok, YouTube is making you look bad. Everyone on YouTube came straight away. Lickety split. TikTok slacking. I have so many videos that are being made right now because of the stupid comments that I keep on getting so fucking consistently. For instance, I literally get spam comments. Let's read it. From this one fucking dude. Where'd it go? He literally just fucking spams it. Oh, I can't find it. He literally commented like, there it is. If it wasn't created, then what caused the origin of the universe, the Big Bang? If it wasn't created, over and over and over and over and over and over. If it wasn't created, then what caused the origin of the universe, the Big Bang? Is such a fucking straw man sentence. Tell me you don't fucking understand jack shit without fucking telling me. And then when you argue with him, he goes to chat, and I shit you not. This is how he argues. I'll be like, the Big Bang is not the cause or origin of the universe. The Big Bang is the expansion of the universe in space-time. The universe was in a hot, dense state before the expansion. And he'll go to ChatGPT, and ChatGPT will say, yes, the universe was created with the Big Bang. And he'll say, see, it was created. That's how he argues. See, that's stupid too. The Big Bang is real. It's the human explanation for God's doing. You have to prove that, but bud, the Big Bang has nothing to do with God. Yeah, he literally said, hey, ChatGPT, is the Big Bang theory the creation of the universe? And ChatGPT, being biased as shit for him, said yes. So then I went to the children's website for nasa.gov. Children, they have a specific children's page to show him what the Big Bang is. And he was like, no. I'm like, you're an idiot. And then he goes on every video and does it. I also have another dude. It's like Paul something. He goes on almost every video as well. I'm not convinced that atheism is true. Or there's no such thing as an atheist. And then you go in the comments and you're like, well, I lack a belief in God, so therefore atheists exist. And he's like, I'm not convinced. Convince me. And he'll do that for every response. I'm not convinced. Convince me. Because he doesn't understand that when we say I'm not convinced, it's because of lacking information. Do you believe in any higher power at all? No. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nothing supernatural. No ghosts. No soul. No nothing. Nada. Zip. Don't exist. I don't believe in anything. Why would I? Let's get a load of the pig in here first. First caller of the day. Let's do it. Sorry for starting up so late, guys. I was making my coffee. Why should you believe in science? Because it's tested and it is self-correcting. Unlike the Bible, which is the same. What's up, Lono?
Hey, what's going on, man?
You over the age of 18?
Yes.
Awesome. Which God do you believe in, man?
The one true God, Jesus
Muslim?
Christ.
Oh. All right. What you got for me today, Christian?
So, suppose we were to grant your premise, there is no evidence for God.
Yeah.
Is there a therefore there, or is that just the end
Nope.
of it? Or
There's just no evidence, which is why I'm an
no
atheist.
therefore. So that doesn't disprove God, right?
Of course not.
Okay. So God could just still exist even without evidence.
Yeah, it's possible, but there's no justification to believe that.
What's the justification?
Yeah, so this is called epistemology. Why do you believe what you believe? How do you know it's true? You should not subscribe to belief systems until there's evidence justifying them beyond a reasonable doubt. I don't believe
Okay, what
anything
counts
until
as
it's
evidence?
justified. That's a good question. It depends on your claim.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
Do you know anything about philosophy and logic?
Oh, well, I'm just learning from you.
Okay, that's fair
I'm
enough.
just going by the words that you're using.
I can't tell if you're a troll or not. I'm going to be completely honest. So when you have
prompt says
philosophy,
there is no evidence for God, so surely you mean something by the
so
way.
you surely meant to come up and say, "No, I have evidence for God. Here you go."
Wait, what? No, that's not true.
Do you have evidence for God?
Well, what's evidence? Same question.
Ask me if I have evidence for something.
Do you have evidence for something?
I don't have time for stupidity right now. What's up, Devat? How do I say your name?
I didn't even request. Oh, the Moine shower handle.
You're good, brother. I'll let you down. You're good. That was so stupid, Lono. The one true God. Yeah, you're a Muslim? Cool, dude. What you got for me today? No, I'm not. He's not the one true God. Well, it says so in the Quran. The Quran's not true. It's the Bible only. Can you prove that? Well, yeah, it says so in the Bible. Can you prove that? A lot of people don't think about their thinking. Yeah, Lono is... Learn from Lono. Stay in school. Not gonna lie, this atheist guy is just as insufferable as the preacher's live I just saw. Wonderful. I'm so glad you think so. I don't even know how you would show evidence for a supernatural claim. Well, that's because it's supernatural. It defies all the laws of logic and is not following physics at all. It's not testable. It's not falsifiable. It's not fucking real. It's so stupid. Like, there's nothing wrong with believing in the supernatural because there's actual... You can justify your belief in God with your own personal ontology. Like, I believe in God not because of the evidence, but because I feel better. Or because my entire family history did it and I like to follow my bloodline type thing. Like, you can have reasoning, but there is no evidence for it. What's your evidence with air? Yeah, you can test the fuck out of air, and if you didn't have air, you'd die. What's your evidence for air? There you go. Oh man, everyone's coming in with the fine-tuning argument today, it seems. That's crazy. You guys should request up and have a conversation about it. Blood crashed out on what is evidence. Oh, I have a great answer. You just wouldn't accept it because you don't have any evidence. Because there is no evidence for God. And you're incapable of proving that wrong. You crashed out. Low tier, slow boy. You're getting rhetorical backshots, you slow boy. Theist, come on in. We can school your ass again. The watchmaker fallacy. Nah. You proved that by censorship? You have no evidence, bud. There is no evidence of the Christian God. Exactly. You're right. God is a personal belief and anthology. What? I can't prove God, but there's no evidence for it. What? Yeah, there's nothing wrong with having a personal belief and based on faith in your God. Like, if that helps your life, yeah, go for it. There's nothing wrong with that. Indoctrination is dangerous, though. Oh, no, I know what evidence is. Evidence actually has a fucking definition in the dictionary. I'm sorry that you don't know basic words. Lono, you're the one that has no clue what evidence is. You were incapable of providing any. Keep crying in my chat, though. I appreciate the engagement, you pathetic coward. Aw, Lono requested again. You're not coming back up. You're a waste of good oxygen. I'm not going to let you waste oxygen. Yeah, indoctrination going into the political arena is crazy. If Christians can believe... he reported me for harassment and bullying as he's sitting here harassing in the chat. I don't think Christians have ever looked in the mirror before. That's funny. That's so funny. Political indoctrination happens every day. Yeah. Indoctrination is not just bound by religion. Like, you could be indoctrinated into anything. It literally just means spreading a belief uncritically. Like, if you tell someone that fucking telekinesis is real, you're indoctrinating them because there's no evidence for it. You're being uncritical. Reality could be evidence of God, but it's not, because nothing in reality points towards God having had anything to do with any of it. Humans weren't made retro. No, it says logic. I know you don't know what logic is, but I can help you out there. G Vacation. Let's get you in here, man. What's up, brother?
Yeah, I remember you.
Wonderful.
You're
Are
the
you
guy-
over the age of 18?
Yeah, you're the guy that kicked me because I cooked your worldview in like one question.
I'm
And
so
you're like-
glad. Which God do you believe
and
in?
you got real upset and then kicked me.
I'm so
And I think
glad.
it's 'cause
Which
you're-
God do you believe in?
I think it's because you're 120 pounds and androgynous, though.
100%. Which God do you believe
why
in?
you're intimidated by me? If I were to guess.
Oh yeah,
you know?
I'm so intimidated by you. Which God do you believe in?
I know, bro. Your head's bigger than your neck. It's like I can't even see your neck. So
Which
skinny.
God do you believe in?
got
I am
You
skinny.
got a skinny little neck. I believe in Jesus.
Awesome. What evidence do you have for me to believe in Jesus? Why should I believe in Jesus?
You non-believers look like you. They look like Thomas Crooks. They look androgynous. They have cleft lips. They have recessed maxillas. They have no orbital bridge. And basically their entire face and physiognomy is recessed, and it checks out with not believing in God. So when I look at a God believer, I see Chad. When I look at a non-believer, I see a true cell Chud like you. So I'm like, I have to believe in God, you know? I'm glad we got this situated because last time, you just got real upset and kicked me.
Oh, I just have a
I'm
little
glad
bit more
your
patience for
cortisol's
bullshit
lower
right now.
today. You don't have that true cell rage today.
Oh, I've still got rage. I was just letting you get your little dick energy out.
Here we go. Okay, go ahead.
Well, I've
Tell me
already
where I
asked
said
you.
That's not true.
I already asked you something, dude. Why should I believe in your
told you
God?
why. This is the evidence. Your physiognomy checks out with not believing in God. Your whole face is recessed, and you're a genetic letdown, let's just say the least. So,
You want to turn your camera on?
Someone like me, extremely handsome, extremely thick.
Yeah, turn your camera on.
Extremely masculine neck.
Yeah, turn your camera on.
22-inch neck, by the way. 22-inch neck. So, big neck, strong neck. You could punch me in my face, and I wouldn't get knocked out. And then, dude, it's like, we're just better looking people. We're stronger. We're smarter.
100%.
We're
I'm
better.
5'2" and I'm 80 pounds. I'm just a small dude.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I know. It's not surprising at all. It's crazy.
Bro. You look like a skeleton from Minecraft.
Oh, 100%.
Bro,
Yeah.
Like I bet if I hit you, like you would make that noise.
Oh, for
Know what I
sure.
mean?
For sure.
Yeah. But that's why I believe in God, dude. Right there. It's because the physiognomy of the people that don't believe in God.
What's 1 Peter
Checks out.
3:15?
Oh, I'm not sure.
I know
What's
you're not.
1 Corinthians 21
You've
through
never read the
26?
Bible before.
Okay. Well, I just asked you a question. What is it? What's 1 Corinthians 21
Did you know
through
that
26?
in Genesis 1:1
you're
and
not
Genesis
answering.
1:14?
Did you know in the first book of Genesis?
Yeah, the first sentence is a lie. In the beginning, God created the heavens and
Okay.
the earth. And then in Genesis 1:14, it says on day 4, God created the sun, moon, and stars. That's a lie. The earth is younger
God
than
said
the
in the book
sun.
of Corinthians to run your sword through the heart of a blasphemer. What if I just killed you for blaspheming God? Then what? Then I'm right. Right?
Go for it. Also, 1 Peter
Well, that would
3:15
make me
says
right,
that you
correct?
should, when someone asks for why you should believe, you should respond
that
and
would
provide
make me
your
correct, right?
justification. No, because it contradicts
How would that not make
3:15.
me correct for killing you for blaspheming God?
It contradicts 1 Peter 3:15.
How?
I was in the middle of explaining when you started talking over.
All right, go ahead, soy boy. I'll give you time. You're gonna take another.
Oh, I
tiny
love
sip
soy.
Of water, bro.
I
Maybe
love
just
soy.
take a bigger sip of water. You keep sipping tiny sips like a baby bird, bro. Take a big sip like a big man.
Oh, I'm pretty happy with that sip. It
You don't
tastes
have to
good.
keep going back to the
Got
bottle.
some Kirkland
Stay
purified.
hydrated, baby bottle boy.
Kirkland
Come on.
purified.
I'm a what?
I also got my coffee
I'm a
here.
Fed. Okay, bro. Well, I'm just saying. If
It's really
I
good
decided
coffee
to
too.
kill
Do you have any evidence for your God though?
If I decide, yeah, I just told you it. Your physiognomy checks out with a non-believer.
Well,
It's
didn't
disgusting. You look
didn't
gross.
God make me perfectly?
So, no, not you. You strayed from God. Maybe if you didn't stray from
So God didn't make
you
me.
wouldn't be a 120-pound twink
So God
with
didn't
an
make me.
underdeveloped frame and facial cranio.
So God didn't make me.
Not you. You're a, I don't even know what you are. But you're the devil, son.
100%.
Yeah, you're the devil, son. You're the Antichrist. You're like
So
you're
sure.
basically Jewish. So
Oh, now
What's your,
we're racist.
yeah, I'm so racist, dude. So you admit that Jews are a race of people?
Yeah, it's a race and it's also
Okay,
a belief.
it's a race of people that call other people what? Goyim? The nations?
It's a religion,
cattle?
but it's also, you just called me so many names and you're gonna shit talk that.
No, I didn't call you so many names. I just told you what was true and evident. Like you're recessed. You're like 100 pounds. You're a twink. You keep taking tiny sips of water. These are just observable things. It's not insults.
100% insults. Which Discord are you a part of?
I don't have Discord.
Oh, you should probably get it.
Nah,
pretty
bro.
cool.
Isn't that where all the pedos hang out like you?
Bro is trolling. He is
Exactly.
trolling.
Silence. Cricket.
So let's get Alexis French in here. What's up, Alexis?
I believe in the Roman gods with Etruscan names.
Can you name one for me?
One of them is Janus, and the other one is Duvoso.
Oh, I know none of
The
these.
other one is Aradia.
Okay, so first thing, are you over the age of 18?
I'm 40.
Okay, cool. And you worship the Roman gods.
Yes.
Okay. Just out of curiosity, how many are there? Do you know?
There are 20.
Okay, cool. All right, what you got for me? Why should I believe in them, brother? Do you believe in them literally or symbolically?
I believe in them both symbolically and spiritually.
Okay, gotcha. Why should I?
I'm not saying that you have to. I'm saying that
Well, okay, then what evidence do you have for them?
Evidence is called statues left by my ancestors that were tools used in our rituals.
So a statue is proof of something being real?
No, not necessarily. What I'm trying to explain to you is
They're statues of minotaurs.
The tools were statues.
Yeah, you just said that a statue is proof that your God is real.
I'm saying that it's a tool we use.
How is a statue a tool? How do you use a statue?
Meditation.
That's you meditating. The statue has nothing to do with it.
Meditating on the image of the spirit.
So that means that you're imagining your spirit. Cool. What evidence do you have for it to be real?
The evidence is archaeology.
What archaeology
how-
proves your God real?
Carbon dating, the tools, and the...
So name a tool. Give me a tool name.
One tool is the anthem.
Okay, what year was it dated to be?
It was dated to be from the Roman period, late Roman period.
Okay, and how does that prove the God is real?
It proves that people who believe this way existed.
Yeah, same for Zeus, Odin, Christians, Muslims, Hindus, etc.
Yes.
Are their gods real?
Yes, all gods are real with
Do you have
the exception
any
of the
evidence for
Christian
that?
God. No, it's just my personal conviction.
Okay, so you have no evidence for it, so I'm correct that there is no evidence for God. Thank you. You have yourself a good day. What the fuck was that? Don't do drugs, kids. I was only 30 minutes live today, guys. Shut up. Fanfic maxing? What's fanfic maxing? Do drugs, don't do religion. That guy wasn't serious. I'm sure he was. That's the sad part. First prepare before coming up. They don't know how to do that. Do you know what fan fiction is? Yes. Isn't fan fiction like stories like Harry Potter or whatever, and then the people make up additional stories for it? Like somebody wants Harry Potter to end up with Hermione, so they make up a whole fan fiction about it. That's what I thought. Okay. Oh, man. Odin's passed out on the bed. Do we ever get an Odin reveal? Oh yeah, he's been on camera many times. He's too scared to come into my workplace. I think it's because I have my heater right here. But if you like look at some older videos of mine from when I had my apartment, there's lots of videos with him in it. What breed of dog is Odin? He's a pitty. A blue-haired pitty. He's a beautiful boy. I wrote fictional stories about deserts. Land fiction. I was just going to ask because I've never seen him. Oh, you guys have never seen him? I do have another webcam. I could always do. He doesn't really stay in one place, though. So, I mean, I could technically do like a dog cam, but he doesn't really sit in place unless he's sleeping. He's still a puppy. Got it. So you won't define it. Keep your stance vague, I guess. God? Define God? All right, let's go through the definition of God. I don't know why they don't know what definitions are for the words that they use on a daily basis. So in Christianity, the definition of God is the creator and ruler of the universe and source of all moral authority, the supreme being. And then for other religions, it's a superhuman being or spirit worshipped as having power over nature or human fortunes, a deity. So those are the definitions of God. Speaking of the last guy, my watch just told me to drink water. What evidence do you have that there's no higher power? I'm not saying that there is none, but there is no evidence that there is one. So I have no reason to believe that there is one. The burden of proof is on the person making the positive claim. If I tell you, or if you tell me, same thing. If I tell you or you tell me that there's a unicorn in your backyard, and I say there's no evidence for that, it's not your job or my job to disprove my saying there's no evidence. It's the person saying the unicorn is there to provide the evidence of the unicorn. Does that mean that the unicorn does or does not exist? No, but there's no reason to believe it until the evidence justifies a belief in it. Your watch is more powerful than God. Where is everyone? Slow start. The algorithm has not been enjoying how little I've been live and how little I've posted. I've drank unicorn blood and now I'm bald and immortal. Hell yeah. I do think I'm going to go get another cup of coffee real quick, though. We need more of that thinking in today's world. We do. You don't know what gravity is, but you know it's there. We do know what gravity is. We have a law of gravity, which is that things come down, and then we have a theory of gravity, which explains why and how gravity works. Laws are descriptions of what is happening. Theories are how or why it is happening. I have a bong in my hand right now, and I have evidence of that, so it's justified to believe I have a bong in my hand. Why is that so hard for other religious people? That's critical thinking. It's not taught in schools anymore. Dude, I am so fucking tempted to go to college, get a philosophy degree, and then become a fucking teacher. Like, I'm getting to a point where I actually want to teach. I'm talking to so many ignorant people that I now want to be a teacher. It's ridiculous. Is there evidence that I'm talking rabbit? No, so you shouldn't believe that I am. I'm sorry, I shut down the convo for quantum mechanics. Quantum mechanics are really cool. But the problem with quantum mechanics is it's such an advanced stage of physics that the majority of people don't understand anything about it. So because they don't understand anything about it, they believe it's completely supernatural. So that's what's annoyingly fun about it. When you actually start learning about even just basic quantum mechanics, you end up going, oh, this has nothing to do with spirits. But people that don't know anything about quantum mechanics are like, the double slit experiment proves teleportation real. Like, no, it doesn't. I would recommend teaching anywhere but the US. Dude, I'm very tempted to move to China or Japan. Like, super tempted. I would love to live in China, not gonna lie. It would be horribly hard learning the language, but I think it'd be awesome to live in China. I would love to live in China. Or Japan, either one. That'd be awesome. And then you're always like just a couple hours away from another country. So cool, dude. Like, I can drive in my state for hours and be in the same state. They have so much stuff there. They have amazing laws. It's affordable to get a house. Why am I cold? Whoo! Your height would make you stand out like a sore thumb. It would, and it does, dude. I went to the mall with my mother the other day, and I always forget how tall I am until I'm like in a public, crowded place. And we walk in the doors of Barnes and Noble, and everyone's fucking staring at me, and I'm like, oh shit, that's right. I'm over everybody. It's such a reminder going in public. South Korea does English teaching visas. Does it really? That's pretty cool. Yeah, I think my dad is 5'10". I think I need to ask him. I think he's 5'10". One of my brothers is 6'1". My uncle was 6'1" or 6'2". And then I made it to 6'4" somehow. Nobody in my family is over 6'2", and I just like, I don't know. By the grace of Odin, I made it to 6'4". I know two brothers who are 6'7" and 6'9". Jesus Christ. Being next to them is like standing in a well. Yeah, that's crazy, dude. Like, I'm annoyed with 6'4", like, certain cars you can't fit in. I used to work for a car dealership, and when I would drive the sport cars, because like not everyone knows how to drive a manual, and so many of the sport cars are manual, I'd be the one that would have to drive them, and I literally could not fit. If they were convertible, I had to take the top off to be able to fit in them. Like, literally too tall for it. It can be annoying. Obviously, I'm not sad about being tall, but it has its ups and downs. Like, you guys have seen videos of me walking around in my house and I hit my head on the fucking fan. Like, hit my head all the time, dude. Even walking down these stairs, the wall, or where the wall would be that like separates the stairs from this room, is like an inch or two too low, and I hit my head on it quite often. Probably like once a week I hit my head nice and hard. 6'6" tall here, a solid 198 centimeters. Almost 200. 6'6" is crazy, Cap. Damn, I would barely have to bend over. I'm sorry, Bun. What's up, Bun? What's up, Bun? What was that, Bun? Bun? Say it with your chest. Wear a helmet. Yeah, right. The Holy Spirit is evidence that God exists. If you haven't experienced that, I feel bad for you. So, I grew up in an extremely, what's the word I'm looking for? Eccentric church. And we would always fall in the Holy Spirit, or get drunk in the Holy Spirit is what we called it. Getting drunk in the Holy Spirit. We would always do that, but once you start actually like studying and questioning what's going on, you start to realize that there's a lot of psychological explanations for why you feel those things. That was one of the first things I really looked into when I realized that there was no reason to believe in Jesus. Was I was like, okay, but what about those times that I saw spirits or was drunk in the spirit? What about those? How do you prove those? And then I looked into the psychology behind it. It happens for fucking everybody of all religions. Even without religion, just playing music can cause that effect. The miracles, by literal definition, aren't even provable. You don't even know that it's a miracle. They're unfalsifiable. They're non-demonstrable. You literally cannot prove a miracle. By literal definition of what a miracle is, you cannot prove a miracle. It's just an unknown phenomenon. And then even with that being said, there's always other explanations. I can't think of any actual advantage of being tall or short. They both kind of suck for different reasons. An intelligent designer would make us all the same comfortable height. Interesting. I never thought of that one. Interesting, we haven't seen a miracle since cameras were invented, right? When I was Cody's age, I was 6 feet and one. First of all, fuck you for the way you said that. I was 6'1". I had my height checked at the doctor for the first time in decades, and I'm now 6 foot even. Getting old sucks. My ex-wife was 4'11". Short is adorable. Hey, we live. We are live. Yeah, we're just, we got reported damn near immediately by a dude that was harassing the shit out of me. So I might have to start. I might have to restart. Tiny but a serious force of nature. It's always funny that the shorter, they're always like, I'm big and strong. It's like, dude, I could literally hold you against a wall. You have nothing. The only thing big is your ego. An angry woman is not to be trifled with. Those are the most fun to trifle with. They're like, don't you dare talk to me that way. And it's like, ooh, okay. Yes, please. What was that you were saying? Miracles happen every day. If you choose to not believe in a higher power, I can't. Something. Prove it. Prove it. I'm not just going to take your word. You have to demonstrate it. Get that whip. Yep, literally. Get that whip. I'm sorry, you told me no? Bet. Let's play the no game. Everybody likes CNC. If it is a miracle I show up to work on Fridays. Valid. Is today Friday? Oh my god, it is. It's Friday the 13th, bro. It's Friday the 13th. I need to watch a horror movie tonight. I have a bad habit of teasing nurses, but be careful, they can be revengeful. There goes your veins. Luckily, dude, I've never had a problem with veins. I'm so fucking veiny. I'll have to I'm gonna, while we're waiting, since we have 17 people on TikTok, I'm gonna go get a cup of coffee and go to the bathroom, and we'll play some Captain Obvious's band, Malicious Onslaught. Let's play some of this guy while we wait.
The years fall like hammers on a rust through its spine. Every sunlight's coming deeper into mine. Shadows stretch longer as the daylight ends. I feel the world spinning up beneath my skin. Memories rolling through left out in the cold. The kingdom built on roads that are getting old. I hear the ticking like a war drum in my chest. Shutting down the moments I have left. I'm getting older, and the world moves quicker. The flame burns low, but the shadows grow thicker. I feel shorter, slipping through my hands. A dying spark swallowed by the shifting sands. The mirror mocks me with the stranger's face. Lines like fog cracks splitting my grace. I chase the echoes of the fire I know, but the past runs faster than I can pursue. Every heartbeat feels like a wanted bell. A whisper from the void where the fallen dwell. If the end comes soon, let it find me loud. Screaming in the sky, I'm broken and I'm Time is a tyrant with the crown of decay, dragging every mortal soul away. I'm getting older, and the world moves quicker. The flame burns low, but the shadows grow thicker. Life feels shorter, slipping through my hands. A dying spark swallowed by the shifting sands. Tracing in the march of the hours. No refuge in the fading of powers. But I'll stand in the storm, defying the fall, till the last grain drops and the darkness takes. I'm getting older, but I won't die quiet. I'll meet the void with the raging riot. Life feels shorter, but I'll burn till the end. A final roar on darkness cannot.
Okie dokie. Cody's so tall when he takes a selfie, it's of his knees. That's funny. Who is singing that? That is going to be Malicious Onslaught on Spotify. I do not remember you, PZ. I speak to a lot of people. I have an urge to look for a mosh pit. I hope I never know everything if that's how I'll turn out. Oop. You gotta expect things to not make sense. That makes sense. AI has a lot to answer for. So you can look down on all the theists, Cody. Mwahahaha. Yeah, there you go. There you go. I can see why your spirit is too weak to see them. What? How old are you? What does that have to do with anything? 25. That's the problem with being atheist. Scary movies really aren't scary anymore. That is funny. I have a hard time getting scared from scary movies now. Because I don't believe any of it's real. I try, man. So I guess today's just going to be a hangout and chill one. I might have to restart the TikTok stream. Yeah, we're going to restart the TikTok stream. There's only 13 people in there. Fuck that. Let's get that restarted. We're not doing that shit. That's too slow. Hell no. Guess I'm just not going to call anyone out for their stupidity. Because every time I do, I get reported. Even though I can literally sit there for 20 seconds and let them fucking berate the shit out of me, I'm the one that gets reported. That was a pretty quick join, Starly. Sinners is pretty good on HBO. Never heard of that one. I survived most pits better in the 80s than I would today. I've never been to concerts. I would bet I would be a meat sack of dust. What? Got cereal in here. Aw, dude. Aw, dude, what? Gravity. A hammer falls to the ground because the hammer is heavier than the atmosphere, but smoke from a fire rises. Why doesn't gravity work? What? We know you gotta fix that. Fix what? Oh, concerts. That's right. I see what you're saying. They're also expensive, dude. It's like, let's spend $4 billion to go watch someone that I can listen to for free on Spotify. No live gigs? Fix that shit. I would enjoy going to like some coffee shops or bars or something where a local band is playing. I'm going to see Amon Amarth, Deathlock, and Castle Rat in May. Never heard of any of them. Depends on the artist. Plenty of shows for $30 to $50. Really? Every single one I see is like $140 to be in the back row. Yep, do that. Support your local scene. I do much more prefer supporting local artists. I don't see a point in paying to go see someone when I can listen to them for free. But a local artist is a lot more difficult. So like if you're at a bar or a coffee shop and there's like a local artist playing in there, you've never heard of them before. So you would never find them on Spotify. But now you're listening to them, you could be like, oh shit, I really like your stuff. What's your Spotify? And then you find someone new. And they're not already quadrillionaires. Amon Amarth. Yeah, I don't know who those are. Amon Amarth is Viking metal. That sounds awesome. That sounds awesome. You guys need to put that in the Discord so I can remember. Where did everyone go? I had to restart. I'm sorry. It's going to take a little while for it to catch back up. Evidence that would make more sense. What? Viking metal is a thing? It sounds dope, doesn't it? Would you rather believe in karma over God? I would love to believe in karma. I still don't. I do practice witchcraft, but I don't follow the karma laws or anything like that. Karma is explained by psychology. Read my messages back to back. There's a character limit. You just have the... Oh, do you truly believe that there's zero evidence? I think that if you change the title to no good evidence, that would make more sense. No, there's literally no evidence. So, like, what I have found is that every single time some theist provides what they think is evidence, there's a natural explanation in, like, psychology, usually. For instance, there's literally no evidence that points towards any god. The only thing you have as a theist is ignorance. Period. Like, that's all it boils down to, is just not knowing something. It's all God of the gaps, question begging, or presupposing. Like, there's no evidence for any god. Deathlock, pronounced death clock. Oh, I didn't see the K in there. Is a band that started off as an adult animated TV series called What is Metalocalypse on Adult Swim. Jesus fucking Christ, big ass name. I don't think I can listen to you now that I know you have a recessed orbital. You don't even believe in Bofa. What is Bofa? Guys, I'm gonna make homemade pasta, and I don't know if I'll to do it with red sauce or cheese sauce. Ooh, that sounds good. I'll take some cheese sauce. How do you know a drummer's woo stool is level? He drools out of both sides of his mouth. That's good. Bofa D's nuts. You did not just fall for Bofa. Wakes up blind and mad at God about it. What? I'm not mad at God. Are you mad at Voldemort? Of course not. A 5-layer lasagna? Can y'all cook for me? I had dehydrated mashed potatoes for dinner last night. I have a different definition of evidence. Yeah, I use the definition. Information and facts leading to a conclusion to be true or false. My mommy cooks for me. God, I wish, dude. I make a mean Sunday roast. I like to roast Christians on Sunday, too. 3 cheese tortellini, chicken, tomato, basil, sausage, and tomato and basil pasta sauce. That's a lot of words. I'm making grilled cheese Caesar salad. Grilled chicken Caesar salad. I have leftovers from the good Mexican place here. I'm set. Hell yeah. I got chimichangas and mini tacos in the toaster oven. Hell yeah. I love chimichangas, dude. I worked at a hotel for a while that had this sweet old man would bring in his own chimichangas that he would make for his business. Bring them in fresh every day. Oh, it was like $1. They were amazing. Have you heard of Pastafarianism? I don't know if that's an actual question or not. I had a neighbor years ago that knew I wasn't a fan of country. He used to fake country songs that I could hear through the wall. The next morning I cranked punk. He hated punk rock. That was really hard for me to read. Crank. Gotcha. Lots of evidence for God. No, there isn't. You can request up and argue about it, but you saying there is evidence and not providing the evidence is not justification for your claim. A political teen. All right. Get you in here. Oh. Your eyes is my evidence? No, it's not. Yes, we can, Mr. Well, cheese pasta will be, and yes, Cody, I will bring you some. Thank you, Artemis. Love you. Lots of evidence. So present it. Exactly. Under your worldview, can you verify other conscious agents exist? Yeah, the potential of past, present, and future observation and experience of life. Consciousness is pretty fucking simple. Solo, you haven't requested up yet. What do you believe in? Well, I don't have any faith in anything. I believe in things that are evidence-backed. Same shit as me saying God is real because everything has a cause. No, I just explained what makes something conscious. If you want to request up and provide evidence for God, you can. There's evidence for God. Request up and provide it. Oh, he did request up. Hell yeah. What's up, traffic?
What's up?
Hey, man, you over the age of 18?
Yes, sir. 22.
All right. Which God do you believe in?
I'm agnostic. I do believe there's evidence for him, though.
Okay, cool. What you got for me?
A lot of people say intellectual design. I like to more specifically point out that our system of physics functions in a way that light knows it's being observed. So observation being baked into a part of our physics.
So you're trying to
implies-
quote the double slit experiment very wrong.
Yeah.
That's not what the double slit experiment showed.
It's measurement. It's the
Light
the
does
actual
not know it's being
observation of
observed, brother.
light.
Light is not conscious. That's not what the double slit experiment showed.
Showed light had acted differently when there was something observing.
No.
Whether there was a person or
No.
a camera.
No.
Yeah.
All it showed was probability analysis. That's it. It's nothing magical nor supernatural.
No, there was.
No, I just told you exactly what it was. Instead of, so the double slit experiment showed us that instead of being able to focus quantum on a specific spot, it was quantum particles work a little bit different to where instead of being able to pinpoint exactly where it's going to land, we had to use a probability analysis of where it could land, which instead of being one pinpoint was multiple points. That's all the double slit experiment
You're talking
showed.
about quantum theory, but not the double
No,
slit
that was the
experiment.
double slit experiment.
The actual double slit
That
experiment.
was the double slit
Double slit
experiment.
experiment was legitimately just.
Good God, dude. So arrogantly talking about it when you have very obviously never read it. Go read it again. I'm not arguing to you about what it was. I literally just explained how it worked, and your argument is nuh-uh. It had nothing, dude. They were observing that quantum particles required probability analysis instead of a direct analysis of it's going to land here. It could land here. That is all the experiment showed. It was nothing magical. Dunning-Kruger, yeah. Double slit experiment. Are we talking about the caller's mom? Damn. Hey, let's say that Newton and Einstein believed God is real. Boo-hoo, prove it. Yeah, and how they work, buddy. Go study it. Well, no, Cody, it's that when a particle is not interacted with, then it behaves like a wave. Yes, wave function. And when it is interacted with, it behaves like a particle, whether that's wave collapse or many worlds. Yes. Which, again, was when interacted with, it became probability versus it's going to land here. Solo, you still haven't requested up. Will, what's up, dude? How dare you leave me on red, by the way?
Leave you on red?
Mm-hmm. I can't find your Discord messages.
Discord. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's alright. I'll resend it to you. But dude, I don't take life that seriously. I don't
What are you talking about?
like money, selling it, publishing, like that's I don't know, man.
I just don't want to take credit for your work.
It's about 4 pages of like random reimagined garbage. So you know,
Could we
maybe
get the
might
call-in
get a
link, please?
Netflix deal.
Nobody's gonna call in though on YouTube. Nobody ever does. I'll put the link up,
plus
but they never do.
And the call-in link is also kind of useless at this point.
For YouTube, they mean. It's just the only problem with it is YouTube never calls in. Link. Whoopsie. Link to call in. There you go. There's the link to call in. But stop voting for Christians. What? I had the intention of becoming a theologian. Okay. An atheist has nothing to take serious. What? Argument of motion. Okay. You vote for Christians 9 times out of 10? Probably. There's nothing wrong with voting for a Christian. It's crazy how little Christians know about other worldviews. I was there as well. Like, I thought atheists were demon possessed, literally. Like, I get it. It's just crazy. Universal deity, entity, man. What? You think you evolved to be this cute? Yes. I did evolve to be this ugly. My condolences. What did I miss? Cody, you got the demon of logic inside you. Prophet Muhammad Piba did prophecies. What? I won't insult you and say you will meet again. What? Let's get a semicolon in here. What's up, man?
Hello?
Hey there. What can I call you?
You can call me Ryan.
Ryan?
Ryan's cool.
Gotcha. Cool. You over the age of 18, buddy? I meant to say
Yes,
brother,
sir.
not bud. I hate calling people bud. It's so disrespectful. Which God do you believe in, brother?
Nah, I hear that, but yeah, I am. I'm over 18.
All right, cool. Which God do you believe in, brother?
I'm an atheist. I don't believe in any God.
All right, what are we doing here?
Kind of want to just say the hard R, but you seem like a cool guy, so I'm not gonna say it.
I'm just a chill dude. You give yourself a day. I don't like racism. That's a claim, Spurgeon. The laws of nature are written by the hand of... Yeah, that's a claim by Galileo. Spurgeon, you keep on giving claims. Like, do you want to provide evidence? An appeal to authority does not make something true. Let's say 100% of people on earth believed in a God. It doesn't make God any more real or not real. Let's say 100% of people did not believe in a God. It doesn't mean there is no God. 100% of people do believe in God. It doesn't mean there is a God. That's not evidence. No matter how smart you are, believing in something does not make it real.
Syllogisms.
6 Bongo. What's up, Bongo?
What's the subject?
Hey, man, you over the age of 18?
I'm 20.
All right. Which God do you believe in?
I don't know, bro. I'm not Christian or anything like that.
Do you believe in a God?
Yeah, I believe in God. I don't know what God.
Just like a generic, there's some sort of higher power type thing?
Yeah.
Cool. Why?
I don't know. I don't know.
You ever thought about
I feel like
questioning
there's
it?
a higher power. There's gotta be some type of higher power.
Why does there have to be?
I don't know.
It sounds to me like you don't even know why you believe.
Yeah, I don't.
I would
I don't
keep
know.
questioning it and keep looking for answers. I'm a really big fanatic over what is true, regardless of what I feel.
We really just gotta wait
Study.
till we die, I guess.
Not really. You can just study. If there's no evidence for something, there's no justification to believe in it. If there is evidence for something, you have justification to believe in it.
Someone said good answer. I don't know.
I mean, that is a good answer. Like, if you don't know, you don't know. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I think that we should know.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think we have too much to argue about, but go look up some like basic videos on like epistemology, and then like get a journal and write down why you believe there must be a God, and then think through it.
Yeah, I'll go look that up right now.
Yeah, brother, you gave yourself a... Oh, he dipped. Okay, have a good day, brother. I like the honesty, at least. Serial, did you purposefully... No, he did not. Okay. Yeah, I don't know is a great answer, guys. Don't hate on people saying I don't know.
You know, I think that's the most honest out of all.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I don't know. Because that's the truth in science, is we don't know. We don't even know quantum physics fully. We can test it in a theological setting and test it with math, but we can't actually physically prove it because the smallest thing
We can't hear you.
Of course. Never mind.
It sounds like you're far away or underwater or something. Oh, you're driving, that's why.
Well, I'm passenger.
Okay. Yusuf, we've had you in here before, I believe. Let's get you up here. Hello, Yusuf.
How we doing?
Hey, doing okay. You're over the age of 18, right?
I am.
All right. Which God do you believe in?
The Christian God, God of the Bible.
Gotcha. All right, what you got for us today?
Crazy echo.
I don't hear any echo.
Whatever.
Do you have echo?
Yeah, so
Okay.
happy to provide some evidence.
Yeah.
Just so we're not talking past each other. What would you take as evidence? What would
It really
suffice in
depends on your
worldview
claim,
for
brother.
Good evidence.
It depends on your claim.
Okay.
For instance, do I need empirical
Well, I would say
empirical
that-
evidence proving that a bachelor can't be married, or is that a metaphysical truth that is grounded by logic?
Yeah.
Right.
That
So it
would be
depends on your
metaphysical. So when
claim.
I say so when I say God exists, I'm not saying that that's an empirically verified.
It
That would
is.
be a
It is an
metaphysical.
empirical. If you a metaphysical claim would be if God existed, could he be omniscient? Could he be omnipotent? Could he be all powerful? Could he have these attributes or characteristics? Could he look like this, etc.? That is metaphysics. Saying this God is real and in my backyard is not metaphysical. That's empirical and requires proof.
Well, I'm not saying God is in my backyard.
No, but you're saying he's
and,
real. So he's real in our
yeah.
actual world.
Okay.
That is
All right,
not
you want to go
metaphysical.
back and forth here? I need to get more than like 10 words out.
Well, I mean, by definitions, that is not metaphysical.
What I'm saying is, if you allow me to finish a little bit, when
You getting
Scripture
angry that you're
attests to the
getting
fact
called
that
out for being
God-
wrong?
No, God is a spirit. He does not have.
That's
matter
another
like
claim.
man. Yeah, it is.
That's just
a
another
precept
unproven
from
claim.
Scripture.
Nope, just another
And
unproven
so
claim
the
written
God
by
of the
human
Bible,
beings.
What I'm saying is, God is necessitated, and He's the epistemic
That's another
and
claim.
metaphysical necessity for all life.
That's a nice
And
claim. Prove it. Life is empirical. Prove that God made people or that people can only exist because of God. That's an empirical scientific claim.
You're just not tracking, man.
I know you're not.
Just
So
tracking.
I need you to provide empirical evidence for your empirical claim.
Committing the crackers in the pantry fallacy, if you've ever heard that from Greg
I need you to
Lawson.
provide evidence
you
for
can
your
go
empirical
into the
claim.
pantry and pull out.
I need you to
a-
stop pivoting and
it's not
provide
an empirical
evidence for your
claim.
empirical claim. People aren't empirical.
Okay, well, you can continue
Is the
to
universe
act like a
empirical?
child
Is the
or
universe
lock in and
empirical?
focus.
Is the
It
universe
doesn't seem like you're
empirical?
engaged with a serious
Is the
conversation.
universe empirical? Yes or no? It's a simple question.
What I'm trying to say is, our
Is the
discussion-
universe empirical? Yes or no? Stop pivoting.
Yeah, sure. The universe is
Right. So
empirical,
God having
but what
anything
I'm
to do
saying
with
is
the
a
universe is an
metaphysical
empirical.
conversation. So
So God
logic
having
is not
anything to
empirically
do.
verified,
So
correct?
logic actually does require empirical evidence depending on the premises, because for sound
No, it does
logic,
not.
yes, for sound logic, all premises must be true
my gosh,
epistemologically.
my man.
So
have you
let
taken a
here
logic
let me
class
let me teach
before,
you
or,
something
you know,
real quick. I know
Aristotelian logic or
you've
anything?
never studied logic a day in your life. So here's a logically valid but unsound
I
argument.
actually am in
So here's a logically
logic
valid
class right
here.
now.
Shut the fuck up, bitch. So a logically valid but unsound argument would be I have a cat, all cats are black, therefore my cat is black. Shut the fuck up. So a logically valid but unsound argument is I have a cat, all cats are black, therefore my cat is black. The premises are missing data.
Potty mouth.
Now, here's a logically sound argument. Socrates is a man, all men are mortal, therefore Socrates is mortal. All the premises are proven true externally. So for logic to be sound, all premises need to be true with external verification and justification due to evidences dependent on whether they are metaphysical, they need logical soundness, which is going to be coherence, law of identity, etc., non-contradiction. You know the laws of logic. And then if it's going to be an empirical claim like this cup moves or this cup exists, then it has to have empirical justification with demonstration and falsifiability. So what evidence do you have for your God to be real?
Okay, can I get like 30 seconds? You just did a lot of like rambling there. So first contention I have with your argument there is that you're necessitating the empirical or external world to justify the immaterial. That's not the way
False.
that works. When the laws of logic
False.
are executed, the law of non-contradiction,
False. You already
law of
strawmanned
identity,
me.
and I didn't interrupt you, man.
I don't.
Relax.
Yeah, you did actually multiple times. So, because I muted you multiple times and you kept on talking while I was in the middle of talking. That's why I was muting you, because you wouldn't shut the
if you're
fuck
gonna
up.
mute me, I'm
So
just gonna
see,
hop
now
off.
you're talking over me again. You don't know how to shut the fuck up. So again, oh, he ran like a little bitch. So for something that is metaphysical, it can be sound if it's grounded in the laws of logic. Again, I have a cat. All cats are black, therefore my cat is black, is valid, but it's not sound because we're missing so much information for cats, my cat, and all cats, right? Socrates is a man, historically. Men do die, they are mortal. Therefore, Socrates is immortal because he's a man and men are mortal. That is sound, and it's empirical. Socrates is empirically demonstrable. Being immortal or not is empirically demonstrable. So, yeah. Now, if you're going to make a claim like spirits, oh, they reported me for harassment and bullying. What a pussy. So spirits exist, but you can't test them or prove them. They just believe me. No, that's not how this works. Anything that has interaction with the real world, actual world, is going to be empirical claim. A spirit interacting with the world is empirical. That is an empirical claim. Even if you want to call spirits metaphysical, which I do agree that they are, if they're all of a sudden interacting with the real world, that's no longer just a metaphysical claim, it's an empirical claim. I highly recommend going back and actually studying philosophy, because you're talking mad shit, but you don't even understand what you're saying. These Philbros don't understand pure logic. Non-contradiction doesn't have to hold, and you can still have a consistent, non-trivial logic, so long as ex falso quidobet does hold. You guys are a lot smarter than me. I don't know the actual equations. John Green, let me use your same logic against you. I used to feel the same way as you, and then when you start studying, you learn it's wrong. I used to be the same way as you. Stupid argument. I don't care if you used to be the same way as me. Provide evidence that your way is correct and I'm wrong. What's up, healer?
Oh yeah, sorry, it's acting a request.
Oh, you're all good. You have a good one. I think, therefore I'm damned. Is basically just assuming falsehood, anything follows. Assuming falsehood, anything follows. So assuming things can be wrong, all things can follow. What? I used to be an atheist. I know, it's their favorite argument. I used to be an atheist, and then I opened my eyes. Oh, I do not know how to pronounce your name, man. Let's get you in here, though.
Come on, you're a bitch. P2, you're a bitch. P3.
P1, P2, P3. Have a good one, everybody. I've barely slept in 5 days. I have several shots of liquor to dull the pain. I need to sleep. Good night. I used to be Jewish till I asked for my skin back. Oh, God. Kindergarten's closed, I see. I know, right? Do you guys actually want to provide arguments? They get sold the used to be an atheist argument narrative by their churches and the Christians media industrial complex. Yes, I agree. I was there too. I felt the same way. How weird they all have to say they have free will, but we're all too afraid to exercise their free will for fear of being sent to hell. Exactly.
When's our unicorn committee?
That's a good question.
We should have like actual tax exemptions for a recognized religion. Don't you think?
I don't know. It's just crazy to say you used to not believe in God and now you understand, right? You just said, "Oh God, how is he not real?" Oh Voldemort. Oh my Voldemort. Voldemort, damn it. In the name of Voldemort, you're so wrong. Harry Potter. Zeus. Oh my Odin. In the name of Santa, I refuse. Bible Man comics. I never saw Bible Man comics, but I maybe it was the Bible Man comics where it had like the stories in comic form. Yeah, those were awesome. I loved those. That actually got me to read the Bible for the first time when I was like, shit. I think I read the Bible through and through for the first time when I was like maybe like 10 or 11 years old. And it was because of the comics. And then I went through and read it in NIV, and then I read it in King James. And then I started trying to figure out which version was the most correct. And of course, we were taught that the King James was the most correct, so I only read it in King James. And then after a few years, I think when I was like 16, I would read each verse, and then I would use the concordance with context of, like, I had like a concordance book, and then I had a scholar book that went through each of them. So I would have my Bible, concordance, and then scholars, and I would read each verse, take it back to the scholars, and then I would concordance it back to its Hebrew or Greek, and then retranslate it back into English. Like, it was ridiculous, dude. I spent so much time in the Bible, like so much. Yeah, reading it in King James is really fucking hard. My favorite translation ended up being the Passion. I really liked the Passion translation because it was like reading a storybook. So I think I ended up settling on the Passion translation for a good 5-10 years. PS, fuck this keyboard. Dude, I feel that. My R key on my keyboard is giving out. Like, when I'm playing League of Legends, R is your ultimate. And every time I'm playing and I tap it and it doesn't work, or when I'm typing, sometimes R doesn't work. I'm so pissed about it. I need to get a new keyboard. Yeah, no, the Passion sucks, but I enjoyed it because it was easy to read. Average LOL experience. Dude. Oh. I love League. League of Legends is probably my favorite game of all time, on top of Skyrim. Skyrim first, League of Legends. And then you got Valorant. Fell in love with Valorant last year. Oh, Will left. Life is so much better when I don't have to blame messed up things as Satan's doing. I know, right? Modded Skyrim is unmatched. Yeah, I don't play games. Like, I will not play Minecraft, Hytale, Skyrim, anything like that unless it is modded. I just don't like them vanilla. Well, there's your problem. You're playing League. I love League of Legends. I play the Elder Scrolls Online. I have yet to play that one. I would like to. A couple 100 gigs of mods or nothing. What? Isn't there a new translation that's more accurate? I think Oxford was mentioned about the Bible. I'm not sure. Nowadays, I get my translations from, like, scholars, like Justin or what's McClellan, Dan McClellan. So I listen to them to get my translations now. Currently, I have the NIV and what is this? What is this version? NL. I have the NIV and NLT currently. Both suck. ESV is good. I did love ESV. I think ESV was my favorite for the majority of my childhood. English Standard. And then NRSV. Yeah, I enjoyed that for a little bit. I always went towards the versions that were like more modern reading. It just made it easier. And I knew that the translations were off. but it just allowed me to get the overall story in my head, if that makes sense. Like, I know that the words aren't always accurate at all, but I got the overall story. Rock hard for Doug. Amen, sister. DG Justin or someone else? Yeah, no, Justin Deconstruction. Yeah. Dalton, the Bible guy, is pretty knowledgeable. He is extremely knowledgeable. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm very impressed with Dalton. I can't stop with City Skylines. Literal crack. I don't know what that is. I was a King James only Christian. We believed all versions other than King James were of Satan. Yes, yeah. We didn't go that far. How do I explain this? We're very big on, no matter what you believed, the overall consensus or the overall thought behind it is what mattered. So, like, even if you read a bad translation of the Bible, as long as you got the overall premise of being saved by Jesus, you're perfectly fine. It's like, it really didn't matter which version we read. I'm reading the NIV Bible study related to culture because I like anthropology and because I couldn't find one in Spanish. That's fair. Dude, Spanish is such a beautiful language. I need to put more effort into learning Spanish. I like to watch Aaron Ra do the Bible readings on Saturdays. Does he really? The only things I've watched of Aaron Ra are his debates, which, God, I fucking love the way him and Matt talk to people. It's such a turn on. And then his evolution series. I watched Forrest Valkai's evolution series and then Aaron's. I prefer Aaron's because it's like super short and just straight to the fucking point. I find Spanish so annoying. I think it's amazing, dude. Spanish is amazing. They have a panel to the reading and debunking. Oh, that's cool. I think the only difficult thing with Spanish is having the feminine versus masculine words. I think that's the only difficult thing I find, but English is fucking stupid, dude. I speak some Danish. Really? What the fuck? What's a southern guy like you doing speaking that? Could you imagine if we had a Gen Z Bible? Mary would be a pick-me girl, and Jesus would be suffering from main character syndrome. That's amazing. Have you ever had a difficult debate with a believer or a pastor? Yeah, I think the hardship is let me rephrase. The hardships we come to find are when they try and use different axioms or their presupposition is true to them regardless of evidence or not. So like they're like, well, what grounds your thoughts on this? And I'm like, okay, axioms. And like, okay, God is an axiom. And it's like, no. And this is why not. And like, well, I don't agree. And I'm like, can you argue for why? And they're like, no. You grant your axioms. Why can't I grant mine? I'm like, because it isn't an axiom by definition. And like, well, I grant it as an axiom. I'm like, okay, so now we're just running in circles. Like, the hardship comes when they start being childish. Or they only accept their presupposition. Like, for instance, as well, people like the last gentleman that we had on here that was trying to argue immediately went into the argument that you can't prove metaphysical claims with empirical evidence. But he was trying to make a metaphysical claim and also an empirical claim. So, like, again, if a unicorn existed, could it be pink or blue? Is metaphysical. But if I say that a unicorn does exist, that's no longer metaphysical. It's now empirical. which they don't agree with that. They think that you don't have to empirically prove something like that, which is their scapegoat when it comes to God. God is metaphysical. Therefore, anything that God does, says, doesn't have to be proven empirically. So they don't understand epistemology at all. Like, at all. They have never in their entire lives ever studied epistemology at all. Not even logic. Because even with basic logic, the premises for sound logic have to be true. And how are they true? Epistemology. Like, for all philosophy and logic, you still have to have epistemology. Logic isn't just true because it's logically valid and following suit. No, it still has to be epistemically correct. Epistemically correct. So every time someone comes in here and says that I'm completely wrong, and then they're incapable of explaining why and how, and then they just complain that I'm cutting them off, I know that they're just full of shit, and they've never studied it a day in their life. Because I am ignorant on philosophy. I'm ignorant on logic. And I'm capable of understanding that there still needs to be justification for all logical arguments, for all philosophical arguments. There still has to be justification. Otherwise, it's just that. A concept, an abstract what if. There is no truth value to it until you provide truth value. Like, for instance, it would have been wrong for me to believe in germs before germ theory, even though they're true. They are real, they do exist. Until the evidence backs it, it's wrong for me to believe in it. Coincidentally, I would have been correct, but epistemically, I would not have been correct. So, could God be real? Yes. Same as germs are real. It could be the case that in 1,000 years we find a God theory or something of the sorts, and we're able to explain it and prove it. But there's no justification to believe in it until that happens. There's no evidence supporting it at all. Evidence for germs would have been people get sick. Now that is some sort of evidence. People get sick. We don't know why. There's got to be some mechanism that is making them sick. There you go. People exist is not evidence of a God. It's evidence of evolution and biology. So there is nothing that points towards a God. Absolutely nothing. How much do you know about everything there is to know? Probably zero. It's a good thing I'm not the one making the positive claim. You're the one that's making the positive claim and need to provide the burden of proof. In philosophy, God can always be real. In physics, not one bit of any theism ever makes even the remotest approach to reality whatsoever. I don't even agree with that. In philosophy, God has possibility of having characteristics and attributes, but in actuality, no. Because even in epistemology is philosophy. So even philosophical concepts are not true without epistemic proof, be it logical soundness, empirical validity, etc. Even philosophy requires truth and evidence. Philosophy is not just a make this claim up and get out of jail free card. Like, you still have to think correctly. Like I said, the prompt should be, we don't have to disprove your God until you prove it. That is a good one. I meant having trouble refute them, or it's always easy to disprove their arguments. God is timeless, that's why there's no... If he's timeless, he can't have causal relation. If you're in Minecraft, you can't prove they're a programmer. That's a dumbass fucking equation. Equating. I meant having trouble refute them. No, we have nothing to refute. They have 100% of the burden of proof. If they say mankind is proof of God, okay, cool, prove it. Like, it's their burden. We have no burden at all. I don't have to know anything about science at all, and they still have the burden of proof. If they say, well, where did people come from? I can easily say, I don't know, prove God did it. Like, I don't have to know anything. Well, where did the universe come from? I don't know, prove God did it. I have zero fucking burden at all. Zero. You believe in a theory? Not the colloquial theory. So to theorize is a guess or an assumption. A scientific theory is not a guess or an assumption. Science is a belief system. It's beliefs due to evidence. I don't know. Is God? That's kind of dumb. So your God is unknowable. Congratulations, you're stupid. evolution is a scientific theory. Yes, correct. You actually can prove someone made a game since code is authored. Exactly. That's why I was saying that's a dumbass claim. Yeah, I really do love philosophy. Like I write on a daily basis, even when I'm doing my own rituals and stuff, and I honestly can probably say I try on a daily basis to prove the spirit realm's real and whatnot. I study as much like philosophy of mind, quantum theories, not quantum mechanics, but theoreticals of quantum mechanics, trying to prove the supernatural and trying to prove that it could be real, and there isn't, even philosophically. Like, my goal in life is not to just debunk God. I'm trying to look for all truth. I try to prove ghosts. I try to prove spirits. I try to prove divination. I try to prove magic. I try to prove psychokinesis. I try to prove gods. My goal is not to debunk shit. My goal is to prove shit. But in order to prove shit, I have to see if it's debunkable. This cup magically fucking floated across my desk. What reasons could have caused that to happen is the first question that should come out of your mind. Not, oh my God, a fucking Casper shat and the wind blew it across the desk. No. We should be thinking, why did it move? Your first thought should not be, holy fucking shit, spirits. No, that's illogical. It should be, is the desk tilted? Could gravity have pulled it? Was there any gust of wind? Did I walk by it? Did my jacket tap it and chuck it? Is there a string on it and my friends, family, brothers, sisters are fucking with me? Like, there's so many explanations. You have to go through every single one to find out which one is true. Have you looked into simulation theory? I have. Simulation theory was recently debunked, though, like actually debunked. They proved that we don't have enough energy in the world for it to even be true. They did an entire equation for how much energy would be required for the simulators and the simulation, and it's just impossible by all measurements. But even so, like when I look at things like simulation theory or whatever, or like quantum tubulus, there's like there's a quantum theory that there's in our brain for consciousness, that there's like these little quantum tubes that are like receivers for information, but even that doesn't have any grounding. So like when I look at like simulation theory, my first thought isn't that I need to debunk it. It's that I need to find out what they have done to prove it. It's not my job to debunk an unproven claim. We are all here by some fantastical stroke of coincidence. Nope. I don't grant that. You don't even... Rocco, request up. You have so many thoughts, and you're just strawmanning the shit out of me. Like, you have no fucking clue what's going on in my head at all. And obviously, you have been told all these things that you're believing by somebody else, and you've never studied it at all a day in your life. Request up. Ask your questions. Stop strawmanning. You're not asking shit. The faith is strong with this one is a fucking claim. So how about ask? Also, you also said, we're all here by some fantastical stroke of coincidence. That's your attempt, pathetic attempt at mind reading. You're not asking questions. You're making straw man accusations. Request up and ask genuine questions. Do you believe this? What do you think about this? Not, you believe this. Don't do that. That's fucking stupid. You're arrogant. You're dumb. You're stupid. You're uncritical. You're illogical. Learn how to communicate. Jesus Christ. You said Jesus Christ, therefore he's real. Voldemort, 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 Santa Claus. Saying a name doesn't mean it's real. My idea on being is that so far as far as I can tell, we simply are. So what are we going to do about that from here? What do we do with that being now? Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Thank you for being UEF. I love that you lay the smackdown. They hate it. My idea on being is that existence is an axiom. Things exist. It's self-evident. We don't have to demonstrate that it does. Also, people existing is falsifiable. Like, for instance, me as an American, I have a social security number. So, like, a 3-letter agency like the FBI can literally look up and find out if somebody does or does not exist. Why don't we see more Odin on here? Him's a good boy. Well, he's passed the fuck out right now. Oh, you have a SSN? That's a claim. Prove it. I'm American. I was born with one. It's like a way to prompt some philosophical... Yeah, those kind of questions are awesome in philosophy. WAI background. It is AI. At least today we don't have people thinking that the mind is separated from the body. Oh, they very much are. The TikToker Alex something fucking attacked the shit out of me. He's hardcore duelist, and I was asking him to prove it. I don't consider myself a monist, just because I'm ignorant, but I align pretty much with monism. And I was like, hey, well, prove dualism's true. And he was like, well, prove monism. And I'm like, I'm not a monist. My answer is, I don't know, but all the evidence justifies this. And he was like, that's not true because it did. I'm like, okay, demonstrate that. And he's like, yeah, no, you demonstrate this. And I'm like, whoa, dude. Way to shift the burden of proof. Reality is only half accurate. That's why people use the word God. That's a nice claim. Christians are always saying that we're the ones who need help. And they get pissy when we don't believe them. Yet when we try to offer them help, what do we get? Well, I get reported for harassment and bullying, death threats, and berated on my looks. All these loving Christians love to tell me how pathetic and ugly I am, how short and weak I am, how I only weigh 100 pounds. Yeah, abused. That's right, we get abused. When people ask if I believe in anything greater, I say I don't care. I have 3 tenets for myself. Think good, do good, be good. Any God not happy with that can screw off. I agree with that to a degree. I do care though. Whether there is or is not some sort of God or spiritual realm or whatever, I do care because I want to know everything. I don't like to not know things. Where are callers? Have they run out of evidence? Yeah, there's no callers at all. So I'm going to grab a cup of coffee, throw on some Malicious Onslaught. I'll turn it down a little bit this time. And I'll be back. That was an interesting song. I'd like to respond to this comment that I got on TikTok here on stream as well. And I'm going to make a separate video for it as well. But just in the case that he might be watching this, he said, "Yo, Evidence, respond to this with a video of your own and explain this. If you were to die in the next week, how convinced are you that there will not be heaven or hell? So please respond. Or are you not willing, and why so? Why would you be... I have no idea why you would not respond, so come on, dude, respond." It sounds like a child, first of all. If I were to die in a week, would I... Fucking what? Let me reread that. That's like... Sounds like a young person trying to formulate a thought. If you were to die in the next week, how convinced are you that there would not be? Well, I'm not convinced that there is. Are you afraid of running into Voldemort while walking around the streets? No. Are you afraid of the Muslim hell? No. Are you afraid of reincarnating as a slug? No. I have no reason to fear that because there's no evidence for it. It's that simple. It's that simple. Lobotomy from the first album is about governments and media and religion making people stupid. Oh, I fucking love that, dude. What was the name of that band? They're sick as fuck. That is one of our viewers' bands. His name on YouTube is Captain Obvious. His band's name is going to be Vicious Onslaught. Vicious Onslaught on Spotify. He has given us full permission to use his music. Sick as F would be a good band name. You have a 50% chance you're wrong. No, I don't. That's called a false dichotomy, user. There's actually 2,000 different gods and religions. There's 45,000 denominations of Christianity alone. Multiple different hells. Each person has their own interpretation of their own god. So there's billions and billions and billions of interpretations of billions and billions and billions of other gods, heavens, hells, etc. It's not a 50% chance because it's not this is right or this is not right. It is, you could be right, they could be right, they could be right, they could be right. Do that a billion more times. You have like a 1 in a quadrillion fucking chance of being right. There's no fucking reason for me to believe you. Fun fact, my apologies. In Greek, hell is called Gehenna and is a location in the real world where they used to burn pagan idols. The threat was about being forgotten about by those who live after you, not damnation. I agree with that as well. I think that that's the most logical fear of death is all the things that you did and all of what you are and who you are being forgotten. I think that's the most logical fear. It's not a 50% chance that God exists. Terror management theory. I have not heard of that. Let's look it up. Explains how humans cope with existential anxiety caused by the awareness of their own morality through cultural beliefs, self-esteem, and symbolic immortality. Yeah, I believe that that's where the ontology of majority of all religions comes from. Like, I'm an absurdist. And I would... What did you guys call me? Brent, what did you call me the other day that we fought on? Positive nihilist. They had another word for it. It's like, I genuinely believe there's no fucking purpose to this life, but you have to make your own purpose. Why are you absurdist? Because there's no point. Everything you do doesn't fucking matter. Nothing matters. No, there was a specific word, not existentialist. I don't believe that was it. That might be it. Basically, anyone that agrees that only true nihilism is the only definition of nihilism, they would call me something else. I believe and accept and subscribe to positive nihilism. There is no inherent purpose to life, but you can make your own purpose to life. Life inherently is purposeless, meaningless, nothing. But based on subjective experience and opinion, I'm able to make purpose. Does that purpose even matter? No, it still doesn't matter, but at least it gives me something to think about. That's how I deal with nihilism. Because nihilism is true, but how do you deal with nihilism is what matters. Are you going to accept the nothingness? Sure. I've done that for quite a while as well. But it just, for me personally, I can't get out of the depression that comes with that. So I have to create meaning. So like right now, my biggest escapes for depression, for instance, would be journaling and my own craft. So like doing sigils, journaling, shadow work, meditation with aromatherapy, etc. So those things give me something to look forward to and also help me hack my own brain and psychology. Does it always work? Of course not. There's no such thing as magic, but it psychologically does help, and you can develop new neuro. What's it called? Our brain is elastic, and you're able to create new pathways. That's what I was trying to say. Does absolutely meaningless exist? I don't know. That's a good question that I don't care about. Life is just the universe being aware of itself. That's a weird way to say that, but okay. I look at nihilism much the same way I look at atheism. It's a truth, but not a way of life. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a really good way to say that. I like that a lot. Yeah, it's a truth, but not a way of life. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Neuroplasticity. Thank you. I am an elementivist, IG theist, naturalistic empiricist, and post-metaphysic. That's a lot of fucking words. I'm a human being. The only reason I use philosophical words for my worldview is just because they fucking exist. Like, I'm not going to sit there and label myself with 45 trillion fucking words, because there's a word for fucking everything. And that just pisses me off. Like, I'm a human being. Some things I question, some things I accept, some things I don't. Boo fucking who. I don't need 30,000 different fucking definitions to explain that. I'm not attacking you, by the way. I'm not attacking you at all. That's just, like, if I were to do that, I would be a positive nihilist, absurdist, atheist, sometimes agnostic, sometimes not. Like, there's so many fucking words. And then you also have different words for colloquial versus formal versus philosophical. Like, I'm an agnostic atheist, sometimes Gnostic, but also subscribe to agnosticism. Like, there's so many fucking words. It's so crazy. Hello, how you doing, daddy?
Pretty good, pretty good. How's the live been so far?
Slow as shit on TikTok, nice and good on
Yeah,
YouTube. As always, YouTube is always better than TikTok. Nah.
I saw earlier, and it was like 7 people. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, we got reported quite a few times. We had a gentleman hop on, and I just let him shit talk me for like 2 minutes straight, and then finally I let him go, and I was like, "You're a piece of shit, bitch," and then I got immediately reported.
You know those people are secretly in love with you, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Yeah.
They absolutely are.
Yeah, if they want my foot pics, $100 per photo. Just saying. Just hit me up, DM me.
Yeah. I'm watching some more of my TV show. So.
Nerd.
Okay, fuck you. I mean, it is
Bet
about
when, where, and how
space,
hard.
but yeah. Yeah.
Been binge watching John Wick with my mom.
Prove you can from non-life. Wait, huh?
Prove you can came from non-life. Yeah. So user. Here's the thing.
I didn't.
The law of biogenesis states that life can only come from other life. Abiogenesis has different laws.
Yeah, and doesn't have any laws, but biogenesis. So laws of science have very specific like constrictions around them, such as the first law of thermodynamics only applies to a closed system. You know, there's many laws in biology that have very specific requirements. You know, and biogenesis, its requirement is life already being there. It precludes life being
Yep.
there. When life is there, life will come from life. Basically, is what.
$10 for just the big toe? Bet.
I get those for free.
Oh, that's true. Oh, that's true.
Once upon a time, someone asked me for feet pics, and I fucking hate my feet. So I asked my ex if I could take a picture of her foot and just send it to them, and she made $8 off of one foot pic.
That was a lot to unpack.
There you go. I'm full of situations like that.
That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Yeah.
What's up, Ken?
My dog is so lazy right now. He is laying on his back, sleeping on my beanbag.
Oh, probably still is with mommy and daddy. Yes, I do live with my mother. Are you jealous?
Oh wait, it's Johnny Fitness.
I don't see why people try to use that, like, oh, you still live with your parents. It's like, yeah, our parents actually love us enough to take care of us and support us until we get back on our feet.
Exactly. Like, I've been here for 3 months.
For me, I lived with my parents for 17 years.
I haven't lived with my mom since I was 22, but she always says, like, if things ever got tough, her door is
Exactly.
always open. Her door is always open to help.
I think my dad's the same way too. I saw him
Papa.
say something like that, like, how dare parents not allow their kids to come live with them when they need help?
My roommate stabbed my TV, so I started staying with my mom.
Oh,
Oh, absolutely do that.
now that's a lot to unpack.
Probably still lives with his mom. I live with 3 strangers because I can't live without other people because the economy sucks. That's true too. Yeah, Johnny Fitness, I know that you removed your rib so you can suck your own fucking dick. I highly recommend taking the dick out of your mouth and then learning. Go open a book on economics.
And also become just become flexible, dude.
Gradual muscle training helps.
Yeah, flexibility.
Oh my god, guys, they got me banned. Oh, fuck. TikTok got shut down. Yeah. TikTok got shut down. Damn. It'll be back up in 3 days. That's hilarious. Well, we still have I submitted an appeal. I submitted the appeal. We'll just hang out on YouTube. Last time it happened on Friday as well. Yeah, stop using it. I can't stop using it. It's where we get all the calls. There's never any callers on YouTube. It's pretty pathetic. The dude makes fun of me, and the second I make fun of him back, I get banned. It was more like a general advice. No, I was definitely being an asshole, because fuck him. He's a bitch. It's just funny the amount of censorship on TikTok. Like, you're not allowed to have an opinion. You're not allowed to curse. You're not allowed to speak up. You're not allowed to defend yourself. I'll call on YouTube, but then what would we ever talk about? Honestly, if you guys do want to have some friendlies call on YouTube, we can talk about philosophy or ideas. If you do want to, go on ahead and go for it. I'm open. Also, I was thinking about doing some more videos of get off of me. Thank you. More videos on ooh, this nicotine is kicking my ass. Videos on like ghosts, witchcraft, Zeus, other gods, other beliefs, the ontology therein. I know I've had this idea for a couple of months now and I've recorded a few videos for it. I've had this idea for a little while now to show the world how little critical thinking they have by making a supernatural series on Evidence First YouTube channel, and making a storyline, okay? And in this storyline, I am me, right? And as I'm recording, like walking around the house, doing normal things, throwing in some shadows and shit that are like very hard to spot, but you know, some people would. And having this like psychoanalytical process. And I know it would gain a lot of subscribers and followers. And then at the end of it, give it like a few months. And then at the end of it, do like a, hey guys, this is how all of this was faked. This is how we should think about things. You all were indoctrinated to such a degree that you'll believe anything on the internet. Anything you're told, anything you see, you believe without second thought. This is why that is bad. I've been really tempted to do something like that. Last podcast on the left. No. I've been told a whole bunch to listen to it, though. I don't listen to any podcast except for The Line, really. I listen to John from Godless Engineer and his arguments, his debates. I listen to The Line's debates. I listen to debates. I don't really listen to podcasts. I don't really have a reason to, because if I'm not streaming and recording, I'm editing, playing with my dog, spending time with my mother, or playing games, or journal. Like, I'm never bored. So I never have a reason to listen to something. TikTok seems to lower one's ability to have a sustained focused analysis or reasoning about things for enough time to safely debunk and critique what is said on a TikTok feed. If you know how to critically think, I disagree with that, but Harlem, are you a friendly?
No.
Not a friendly. All right, you're over the age of 18, Harlem?
Yes.
All right, which God do you believe in? Harlem?
I believe in Jesus Christ.
Okay, what you got for me today?
I'm just here because I just want to know why you do not believe in God.
Because there's no evidence for God.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, there's no evidence for God. It's pretty simple.
If there's no evidence for God, then why are you talking about it?
Well, there's no evidence for Voldemort either. You want to talk about Harry Potter? Just because there's no evidence for something existing doesn't mean there's not stories about said thing. And the stories about said thing being God is pushed into politics, education, government, etc. So it has reasoning to talk about it and debunk it. So what evidence do you have for God?
Um. Well, I don't have evidence for God.
I know. There
I
is no
just know
evidence for
that
God.
God exists.
No, you don't. How do you know something if there's no evidence justifying you to know it as true?
Yeah.
You know 2 plus 2 is 4 because the evidence in math equates to 4. There's no evidence for God, though. So, no, you do not know that there is a God. Can you prove it? Can you demonstrate it? Is it falsifiable? Is there any way for you to teach me it? The caller's volume is low. I'll turn it up. I turned it down because it was loud to me. I'll just turn my volume down. There you go. That should be good. Yeah, so what can you provide to me to prove your God is real? Because that's the whole purpose of this. I'm saying there's no evidence for God.
Well, it's written in the Bible.
It's also written in the Quran. Do you believe the Muslim God? Do you believe in Allah?
I do not.
Why not? It's written in the Quran. The Quran is the one true word of God. It says it right there in the Quran. So this is called circular reasoning. The Bible makes claims. The Bible is not proving those claims. For instance, Genesis 1:1 says God created the heavens and the earth. Well, how do we know that's true? Is there evidence that God made earth? No, but there is evidence that earth is formed through gravity and the sun. It has nothing to do with God. So there's no reason to believe God had anything to do with it. It's just a claim.
Oh yeah, God created Earth.
That's a claim. You have to prove it. It's a claim. I can also tell you unicorns made Earth. Do you believe me?
But why would you say that?
Yeah, exactly. Why would you say that? Is there evidence justifying what you believe as true? No. You just believe it.
Like, I'm just saying, why would you say that unicorns created Earth?
It's called an internal critique. I'm showing you how stupid your critical thinking is. Your logic doesn't work.
No, it's just because you know that God exists and you would rather lean onto your own understanding.
That's the dumbest claim you've made so far, bud. Do you have any evidence for that?
Well, you just did it. You know that God exists, so you
Prove it.
talk about unicorns existing.
Prove it.
You just did it. You just
How?
did it.
What did I say that proves that I know God is real? Did I say I know God is real?
Yeah, well, you just said it. You said that unicorns created Earth. So
as
that
an
means you
internal
already
critique.
Know that God.
Hey,
means
dumbass.
You already know that
dumbass.
God
I want you to pay
created Earth.
attention. I said that as an internal critique. What do you think an internal critique is? I made a stupid claim, knowing it's a stupid claim, to show you how stupid your claim is. You saying God made Earth is the equivalent of me saying a unicorn made Earth. None of us have evidence backing that claim, and there's no reason to believe that claim is true. No, I do not literally believe unicorns made the Earth. I'm showing you how stupid it is to say that a unicorn made Earth without any justification proving so. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's.
Does that make sense? Yes or no? Does that make sense? Shut up. Does that make sense?
No, that's you leaning on your own understanding.
Wonderful. What understanding do you lean on?
God's understanding.
Wonderful. Genesis 1:1 says God created the heavens and the earth. Demonstrate how that's true and how you understand that to be true.
Because you're talking about it.
Well, I also talk about Voldemort. Is Voldemort real?
Well, you already said, you're saying that.
Harlem, it's a simple question. Harlem, it's a simple question. Harlem, it's a simple question. I can talk about Voldemort. Does talking about Voldemort make Voldemort real?
Does it?
That's a you question. Answer it with a yes or no instead of being a sly bitch.
No, that's not a me question. That's a you
Here,
question.
let me mute you since you're incapable of using conversation. Actually, we're going to mute you that way instead. So it's a you thing. You are saying your magical fairy dust unicorn exists, and you are saying your magical fairy shit unicorn made the universe. Prove it. I will unmute you, and if you're incapable of proving it, I'm just going to let you go for wasting time.
You're the one who brought up this unicorn.
All right, adios, dumbass. Go study. Super chat from Can't Wait for Tacos, $20 super chat. Thank you for the $20 super chat. It sucks TikTok is now Trump. It sucks that TikTok is now Trump's. It's going to get worse. It is sad. Trump doesn't own TikTok. Yeah, that was a hard one, wasn't it? Nobody. See, this is the danger of not learning how to think for yourself. Man, I love this channel. I love you too, Mr. Suvi. Duh, you said words, so you believe those words. These are not bright people. No, they're not. The new owner of TikTok is a huge Mac fan. I don't have any reason to believe that the politics have anything to do with it, but I'll take your word for it. Are theists actually getting stupider? No, that guy was definitely either a troll or just highly indoctrinated. He would have talked nonsense the entire time just to talk. Yep. Cody, how did you get banned? There was someone talking shit on me, so I talked shit back and I got banned for bullying. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. But now we're on TikTok and I can say, or now we're on YouTube and I can actually fucking talk without worry. So, fuck you, dumbasses. I'm not getting reported for harassment and bullying. You fucking pathetic little bitches. Dumbass TikTok. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It sucks because TikTok's where we get all the callers. What about Rumble? Rumble is literally owned by Trump, though. Let it all out, Cody. Fuck! So, I fell into a hardship in real life, guys. So, I went out to check on the Jeep the other day because I've been saving up to get the Jeep fixed so I could get back to doing regular work as well. And I found rats living inside of the engine bay. So, we're gonna get it checked out, but other than that, I've been trying to shop around for a car to get, and I was thinking about an electric car, and I found the Nissan Leaf super fucking cheap. It's like $10,000-$12,000. Then it gets like 125 miles per gallon. Fucking happy with that. I love that. But I have like no fucking credit. And then when I look on Facebook, if I go to like buy a car that's like $1,000, it's just gonna be a piece of shit. Like you literally, I remember my very first car ever, I bought for $500, and it lasted me years. And now you can't get a car under $3,000 that actually fucking drives. Like they'll be like, here's your car, $500. There's literally no engine in it. But I know my worth. Like what? Like I literally can't afford a car at all. I can't even get a cheap used car. Cody disappearing for 3 days on TikTok, then resurrecting back on the platform. He is the new Messiah. Amen, sister. Clock it. Clock that T. Buy an old Tercel? What the fuck is a Tercel? Let's go back to talking about dicks. Bet. All right, mine's going to be on Discord in 5 minutes. Nah. YouTube is simply not promoting anything that doesn't suit the You guys are so political. I disagree with that just because mine is only full of left stuff. Like I literally have no conservative stuff at all on my YouTube. They don't make cars the way they used to. I don't like hello fellow Jeeper. Me and my mother inherited this Jeep. I did not purposefully buy it. Jeeps fucking suck. Are they great in snow? Congrats. They break down every other millisecond. They get 2 miles per gallon. They fucking suck. They're horrible cars. I want an electric car. I don't like gas guzzlers. But at the same time, I also really only like driving manual. I hate automatics. The timing sucks for shifting. I hate them so much. Like my favorite car that I had was a 2019 or 16, 17, 18. I think it was a 2018 Honda Accord. And while I'm driving it and I can feel it shift, I'm like, that was a horrible time to shift. You fucking suck. I'm better than the computer. I just hate having automatics. I have a Nissan Versa that is a hybrid. A hybrid would be okay as well. Hey, I get 14 miles per gallon. That's horrible. That is horrible. You know how much gas you have to buy for that? That's horrible. I hate Jeep. They're so stupid. I'm not hating on you. That's like going and buying like a Ford just because you're an American. Like, first of all, the parts aren't even all American, motherfucker. Like, it's like Jeep reminds me of like Ford. Like, you ever get that feeling like you want to suck a dick and shove it in your asshole? That's what it feels like to drive a Ford. Ford built tough for the working man. Like, shut the fuck up, pussy. Shut up. Your brain doesn't work. I got guns, though. I don't need a brain. We got guns, too, and a brain, dumbass. Fuck, I hate that so much. Tough man, tough man, tough man. I don't want tough, bro. I want a car that I never have to fucking fill up, doesn't destroy the planet, and doesn't look like absolute shit. I don't give a fuck about how tough it is or how well it does off-road. I don't give a fuck about that. Just give me a working vehicle that doesn't fuck the bank account. It doesn't fuck the universe. It doesn't fuck over Earth. It doesn't cost $4 trillion to drive it. Like, no, fuck that shit. Fuck that. You ain't got real working man hands. Wonderful. Call me a pussy and give me a good car. I don't give a fuck. I couldn't. Where'd they go? Oh, that's right. I have no fucks to give. They're gone. I don't care. I have the least stealable car there is, which is the point. Yeah, manual. No one knows how to drive manual anymore. Real men take it like men. Clock it. How do people do that? Do they just snap a whole bunch? Like, is this the your right clock it symbol, just snapping a fuck ton? Isn't that what people do? Like when you're right or say something true or whatever? Is that the thing? You guys know what I'm talking about. Oh, I see what you're saying, Chixie. Yeah, my only hardship right now is I've only got like $800 to put down for a car, but I have like no credit. So it's either get fucking 32% interest on it or find a piece of shit on Facebook that's going to break down in a month. Like, I feel so fucked there. I've known plenty of real men then. Just tap your pointer and thumb. Oh, it's just tapping like that? I know I'll probably get backlash for this, but American cars are trash. No, that's a fact. They're horrible. They're so fucking bad. My favorite brand is Honda. The only reason I like Honda over Toyota is because of the aesthetics. That's the only reason. I like Toyota's a lot more like rugged, I guess you could say, and Honda's a lot more smooth. I prefer the looks of Hondas. I don't have great credit until I got 8% on my car loan. My last loan was like 26%. It was horrible. My longest lasting car was a Nissan. That's crazy. I'm only looking at the Nissan Leaf just because of the price point, not because I like Nissan. I honestly don't like cars at all. My first thought right now is get a motorcycle, because I could get a brand new fucking motorcycle for $2,000. That's one of my thoughts. Just get a motorcycle and start a book talk page. Sell my foot photos. You know, I think that would work out great. Sell some photos of me wearing my mask, chase some people down. Honestly, $100, I'll chase you down with a scream knife. Only issue with that is it'd be a little bit. It wouldn't be difficult to work in, actually. Actually, I might just go get a motorcycle. I might just do that. Fucking 300 miles per gallon. Fuck yeah. I think only Toyotas beat them. With what? I'm sorry? I got a Nissan right now that has 86,000 miles on it. They're good little cars, kind of gutless, but it gets you around. Yeah, no, I feel that. Why don't you get a Tesla? Because they're expensive as shit. Get an e-bike. I would, honestly, I would love an e-bike, but it would not. So for the last 7-8 years, I've done DoorDash and Uber specifically, primarily for work. And then 2 years ago, I started working in security because I wanted to be a cop. I did security for a while, and then I went into security for a contract for the Army. I just don't like doing that anymore, so I'm going back to DoorDash and Uber. So primary source of income is DoorDashing and Uber, which requires having good gas mileage and a car that's not going to break down from driving 200 miles in a day. Because that's about what I would drive doing DoorDash, is about 150 miles-ish, give or take, every day. And I can't do that on an e-bike. We have DoorDash and food. Well, okay, so it doesn't work for me. It would take me so long to ride a bike. I don't live in a city. Motorcycles are the way to go. Get a four-wheeler with a covered top, doors, and a boot. I'm sorry? The apartment building that I moved into is a stream of people coming in and out, delivering stuff all the time. Yeah, I don't live near anything like that. Yeah, if you're not living in a city, that won't work for you. Yeah, no, I don't live in a city. I do usually drive to or near the city. Again, would require having a car with gas mileage, though. Yeah, of course cars are safer to drive than motorcycles. Of course. I agree with that wholeheartedly. It'd be stupid to say that you're safe on a motorcycle. I just don't care. I only care about the gas mileage. I genuinely don't give a fuck. Everyone's DMing me asking what happened. If you drive a motorcycle as your primary vehicle, it is not a matter of if you're going to get into an accident, but when, and will you survive, and how bad will you hurt forever. I don't agree with that. I've ridden motorcycles my entire life, and I've only ever fallen once, and that was in a parking lot practicing figure eights. Like, if I drive a motorcycle for 30 fucking years, yeah, statistically I'm going to get into a wreck, but it's also not a guarantee. Like, I know motorcycles are not safe. I don't care. I only care about how cheap things are right now. I don't give a fuck about my safety. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna die anyway. Who gives a shit? I could not give a fuck less. I don't fucking care. I'm going to die either tomorrow, today, or in 60 years. I don't give a fuck. I just don't want to waste all of my money. I want to enjoy life as much as possible. Yeah, I just don't care. And also, the statistics on motorcycles are heavily skewed as well. It's actually not that bad as people make it seem to be. Really, I would rather maybe every town has these. They're doing pretty awesome. Chixie, it sounds to me like you lost a loved one from a motorcycle accident, so you have an extreme bias against them. Did you see that incredible beast that Aaron Rodgers bought? No. I didn't know Aaron drove or rode bikes. I've been called the town bike for years. Damn! He said he was doing 80 down the freeway when the front tire blew, and he managed to control it off to the side for a controlled landing. Cost him $18,000 to fix it. Yeah, Chixie, you have an extreme bias against motorcycles, it seems. Yeah, it wasn't me that time. Bun, you're pretty fucking bad. That was intense, Raven. Bun and Raven, you two... It's not bias, it's experience. My first ride was a motorcycle. I rode for 3 years. Okay, got you. Yeah, you know there's also people that have ridden motorcycles their entire lives and never been in a wreck ever. I've had dozens of friends that have never had motorcycle accidents as well. Like that's pretty biased. Like we know that motorcycles are more dangerous and more likely to get in a wreck just because of they're harder to see. But to say you're going to fucking wreck while riding a motorcycle is just false. I agree that motorcycles are not smart and that they're not safe. I agree with that. But to have an absolute hatred towards them, I think that's a little excessive. Like, yeah, if you're going to buy a motorcycle, expect yourself to get in a wreck. Expect it. The same thing for a car. You're going to get in a wreck sometime in your life. Are you more safe in a car? Yeah, absolutely. Also, remember, working in an emergency room, you see 100% of the accidents. You're a little bit more biased because of you're in a place where people go after they get hurt. There's also people that don't get hurt. You got to remember that part. Statistically, motorcyclists are less likely to get in accidents, crashes, but they're far more likely to be lethal when they do happen. That is true. I read that this last year. I started studying in 2017 because I was planning on getting a motorcycle when I turned 18. And I read those statistics because, of course, my mother hated the idea of me getting a motorcycle. In DR, they're the #1 cause of death on the road, sadly. They're really reckless. If you're going to give me a spin, buy me dinner first. Fuck that. You're just going to take it like a good boy. That's it, Liquid. Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. If you're on a motorcycle and you get in a wreck, you're dead. Like, that's not a literal fact, but it's the statistic that you should expect. I do agree with that. I just don't care. I just don't want to spend $4 trillion. Everything in America costs so much fucking money, dude. It's ridiculous. Yeah, don't let me pee on your parade, dude. Get a motorcycle and live your life and love every minute of it. No, Chixie, I agree with you. It sounded like you just had an extreme hatred towards them that I was trying to call out. I love you, Chixie. You're amazing. I definitely agree that they're horribly dangerous. With the cost of life right now, I just don't care about my own safety anymore. I just do not care about what I eat. I don't care about what I wear. I don't care about what I drive. I don't care. I just want it to be cheap. Like, go back to 1970, not 70, 20. One person could work and afford a 45-bedroom house. And then now you have to have two people working to be able to afford a cardboard box. Like, it's so fucking stupid. It's so fucking stupid. I have so much hatred towards it. I just don't give a fuck about my own health anymore. I truly could not. I haven't been to a doctor in many, many, many years just because it costs an arm and a leg, literally. It's so fucking stupid. We need to fix this shit. I'm so fucking pissed off at where this country is. I'm so fucking pissed at it. Why does it cost $30,000 to go to the hospital because you're dying? Why does it cost $10,000 to get checked for cancer? Why does it cost so much fucking money just to be alive? That's fucking stupid. Shouldn't being alive be free? Like, shouldn't we make it easy to eat? Why do we have to fucking capitalize every fucking thing? You get shot, and then you have to pay $100,000 fucking dollars. Are you fucking kidding me? Seriously? Fuck you. Fuck the economy, and fuck the government that allowed that. Fuck it. That's fucking stupid. Every other fucking country does it better. We are the ones that charge. Go to another country, break your leg, you get to go get it fixed for fucking free. Do it here, you're in debt till the day you fucking die, and then your fucking children get the debt, and their children get the debt, and then their children get, and so on, so on, so on, so on, so on. It's fucking stupid. I have hatred towards it because white people don't want brown people to have anything. Yeah, it's fucking stupid, dude. I hate it so much. I hate how fucked it is. I hate how hard it is to fucking survive. Chixie, I don't agree with that one. Like, even Columbus fucking just slaughtered people, and you're going to do it our way. Oh, also, the price is your life. You want to live here? The price is your fucking life. You're not allowed to practice your practices. You're not allowed to have your religion. You're not allowed to do things your way. Fuck you. Give me your land. That's the cost. You want to be here? You have to sell your fucking way of living. Fuck you. That is all America is. Fuck you. Do it my way. Give me your money. Give me your life. Sell your fucking soul. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. That is the American dream. Fuck you. Do as I say. Fuck you. Don't like it? Fuck you. Die in a fucking hole. That's America. America first is fuck you and fuck your life and fuck your feelings, fuck your thoughts, fuck who you are, fuck everything about you. Fuck you. I hate it so much. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. This is why I avoid politics, by the way, because I have so much fucking hatred. I have a lot of anger towards it. I'm ready to leave. Yeah, I'm ready to go to literally any other fucking country. This country sucks. Put on Fuck the World by ICP. I have an Insane Clown Posse. Never listened to them. That's devil music. Yeah, I went to Canada, and it is nicer. It's cheaper a little bit, and then also free healthcare. But it wasn't enough for me to be like, holy shit, I want to live here. I really want to go to China or Japan. I like the way they eat. I like how they're abusive for sure. Like, they abuse their children even more than we do. They have a higher suicide rate when it comes to education and stuff. But they have such intense respect. And I love that. What's the best country in the world in your opinion? I'd have to argue out of ignorance, but my opinion based in ignorance is going to be Switzerland. I want some socialism. I want some communism. But I also want the ability to be able to build with capitalism as well. They respect their own, not foreigners. That's fair. Switzerland is beautiful. Cannot stress that enough. Yeah, they're socialist democracy. It's amazing. Robert, what did Robert say? That's stupid. God bless everyone. They respect their own, not foreigners. I'm seriously thinking about joining my daughter-in-law and her mother and going to Vietnam. I know nothing about Vietnam. 'Cause my family fought in the war, so they have nothing but bad to say. I know nothing about their culture. I know nothing about anything except for just biased opinions. It's true, everything here is out to kill you, even those bloody birds. Oh, you're Australian. Yeah, you guys have to look in the toilet before you go in. I also want to live somewhere that has better fucking hygiene. Like, for instance, I like using a bidet. I think it's like living like a caveman if you use fucking sliced wood. Like, if I'm picking up after Odin, after he shits on the ground, I'm washing my hands after, even though my hands aren't touching it. So why in the fuck would I wipe my own ass and then go and touch things? Well, you should be washing your hands. Yeah, but why would I do it? Why wouldn't I just wash it? 3 seashells. Norway. I know nothing about Norway. Guys, American school system. I don't know geography. Fake American Christian Puritan garbage for why we don't have bidets. Dude, bidets are amazing. I had one in my first marriage. I got a bidet. Every time I went in public, I refused to use a public restroom because of having a bidet at home. It felt so gross and disgusting to go to the bathroom in public or even someone else's house if I did not have a bidet. I never felt clean without a bidet. And they're so easy and cheap to install. You can get a bidet for like $30 fucking on Amazon and just screw it in. It's super simple. It's so easy. It's so easy. So amazing. Imagine using bidets or toilets in general when you could just go shit in a bush. I love that. Speaking of bathroom, I do need to go take a leak and get a bottle of water. A bottle of water! Let's throw on some music for you guys. I didn't realize how quiet that was. I'm sorry, guys. What kind of music is that? That is from Velocious Onslaught on Spotify. It's a beautiful country, but I hear a lot of bad things about regarding sex education, SA, and high. Yes, they do. They have really high suicide rates, lots of rape, horrible. Yeah, it's horrible. But I do like the country for all the other reasons. I don't know about rape being high. I know they're extremely religious and don't give women autonomy. Kong was a gorilla. We're part of a different genus. Wait, Switzerland, high grape? Guys, we could say rape when we're on YouTube. Just so you know. The way that I've formed the social media, they don't ban me on YouTube for the words. It's just on TikTok that you have to watch your words. I classify certain countries as either beautiful, war zone, or livable. America fits the beautiful category in my opinion, but if I had the choice, I wouldn't want to live here. I don't think it's beautiful at all. Let's look up Japan's statistics on that. Let's look this up. Japan rape statistics per capita. Japan, holy fuck. Wow. Okay, it's really high. 2.1 per 100,000. Japan is 2.1. United Kingdom is 4. France is 6. Sweden is 8. Brazil is 38. Holy shit. So Japan's actually got a really low. It's got a really low. Okay, compare to USA. Jesus fucking Christ. And then USA. So Japan. Oh my. Wow, that's wow. That's crazy. Jesus fucking Christ. Wow, America 42 to 44 per 100K. So that 42 to 44 Japan is at 2. That's FBI. I want to put this into perspective. 42 for America. 38 for Brazil. 8 for Sweden. 6 for France. 4 for UK. 2 for Japan. 42 for America. United States of America. Wow. First world country, my fucking ass. Seriously? That's fucked. Rape. The rape statistics. America 42, Brazil 38, Sweden 8, France 6, UK 4, Japan 2. America's a third world country, dude. Canada? Let's look at Canada. Wow. Okay, so Canada okay, so okay, hear me out. This requires a lot more research. They categorize it different. Canada has 90 per 100K. US has 42, Japan 2. But they have 3 levels or categories. That is still... So 34,000 police reports in 2021, which is the highest rate. So for the United States, the statistic is FBI adjusted estimates. Japan is police reported rapes. Very narrow definition. It's also highlighting. And then Canada is all levels of sexual assault combined. So I'm guessing US would be way closer to Canada, but it does say 90 per 100K. And Japan is saying 2, but also, again, these are all statistics based on reports, okay, which are going to be lower than actually happen because of reasons we all fucking know. Women are scared to come out, you know, women and men, of course. I'm not singling out men, but obviously it's majority women. Jesus Christ, that's fucked up. I think in accordance with all the living how do I say this? Like health, happiness, cost of living, all like the statistics for what makes living quote unquote good. I think Switzerland comes in #1 for greatest country on earth. I think that's very ignorant of me to just say based on my past research. Sweden? Maybe it is Sweden. Again, I could be wrong. I'm saying this off the top of my dome. What's the best country in accordance with living happiness, cost, what other metrics? Overall best metrics for living. Let's see what this brings up. Let's see what that brings up. What's the best country in accordance with living, happiness, cost, overall best metrics for living? Let's see. Quality of life. That's the word I was looking for. So this is according to 2026. We're looking at World Population Review, Numbeo Quality of Life Index, OECD Well-Being Monitor. So Denmark looks... So Denmark, Netherlands, Switzerland, Finland, Luxembourg. Denmark, extremely high happiness, strong social safety nets, low corruption, excellent work-life balance. Then we have Netherlands, high quality of life, strong healthcare, good cost to income balance. Switzerland, top tier safety, healthcare, income, stability, but it's expensive, which is why it's lower. Finland, world's happiest population. That's a fucking sentence. World's. I don't know if you guys are understanding what I'm saying right here. World's happiest population. That's fucking crazy. Strong institutions and low pollutions. Luxembourg, highest quality of life index score globally. Holy shit. You know what? Where does USA fit on this scale? $10 says it's in the hundreds. #20th. Ugh. 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 Homicide is 131st globally. Jesus Christ, dude. We live in a third world country. In fact, my family used to live in Switzerland until 1700s when we forced out by anti-Semitic laws. During a period of time, it was illegal to move out of the country. Damn! Where are we? Aussie. Aussie as in Australian? Australia. Australia is looking at... Australia is actually worse than America. That's funny. America landed 131st. Australia is 190. Oh shit, where'd it go? 195th. So Australia is actually worse. I'm gonna blame your insects and animals. I mean, you guys die from everything, including dandelions. Like, everything in Australia is out to kill you. Everything. The people, the animals, the insects, the plants, the fucking oxygen you breathe is out to kill you in Australia. Everything wants to kill you in Australia. The weather wants to kill you. Your house wants to kill you. Like, everything. The spiders. That can't be right. This is only according to World Population Review, and what's the statistics from? Where'd they all go? Show all. World Population, Numbeo, and OECD Well-Being Data. So Quality of Life Index, World Population, and OECD Well-Being Data. And statistics can be highly skewed. Statistics are very manipulatable. It rained spiders? What? Back in olden times, America would hear that and say, "What? Hold my beer." And then go light a fucking stick of dynamite in their hand. I watched that one video about the fauna that existed when humans first arrived in Australia. It was even more of a nightmare hellscape back then. Yeah, Australia is terrifying. I would never live there. It scares the shit out of me. I'm not scared of the I am scared of the people. I'm scared of everything in Australia. Not only do you guys walk around upside down, I feel like in Australia, we're going to find an ant that is the size of a school bus, and it just starts slaughtering people left and right just because it can. Like, Australia is the place you would find some stupid shit like that. Nar. Nar. That's funny. No, that's not true. By the way, guys, if you haven't been watching the videos on YouTube, go check them out. I genuinely think that we're going to start doing those videos that I was talking about earlier. And then I also have more ideas for philosophy as well. I live in inner Melbourne. I barely see a single snake, spider, drop bear, shark. Pay attention to that sentence you just said. I barely see a snake, spider, drop bear, or shark. Fucking what, mate? No biologist, but I'm pretty sure you don't see sharks because they don't live in... That's funny. Holy shit. Religion derived from the Latin regulare, meaning to bind together, to regulate, to rule, to measure, to control, to possess, to own, to judge over, using rods and an axe for corporal or capital punishments. Damn. Knock knock, who's there? Land shark, motherfucker! Annoy hum noy. Melbourne's on the coast on a big bay. Land shark who? It can open doors? Oh my god. Y'all are funny as fuck. Scotland! Scotland! My family's from Ireland. Like half is Irish and then the other half is Cherokee Indian. And supposedly there's some land in our name in Ireland still. I'd love to go see if I can get that land. That'd be dope. Thank you for staying on hanging with us, Cody. Yeah, I know. I'm going to have to figure something out because I won't be able to stream again on TikTok till the 16th. So we can either continue streaming on YouTube or I'll have to like... Maybe I'll do some like reacting to arguments on YouTube type stuff live. I think that might be a good idea. Watch some like arguments for God or philosophical arguments on the live stream, pause, respond, etc. I think that'd be a good idea. What is your proof there is no God? Who the what the Do you think he gets it yet? Do you think he gets it? There is proof. Look around you. Look at what? The trees? It's simple. You should call in and tell me the evidence. Cody brought out the finger. You know it. That guy ruined the mood. Now I'm slightly annoyed. Call in, you coward. Exactly. Bun knows what's up. Bun's got that bun. You have eyebrows above your eyes to protect your eyes from sweat. Jesus Christ, dude. Oh my God. Oh. His rage baitings work. Guys, what number is IV? That's a good question. I'm too stupid. It's either 6 or 4. They'll never call in. It's YouTube. People that watch on YouTube are too scared. Oh, he's having... Just block him. Yeah. That's pathetic. Go fuck yourself, World War. Smaller numbers first is subtraction. Smaller number after is adding. So IV, smaller in front, would be subtracting from the 5, so it's 4. Is that what you're saying? So 5 minus 1 is 4. And then 5 plus 1 is 6. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, that's awesome. You learn something new every day. That's so fucking smart. That is actually so cool. I love that. I didn't know that. I love that. We will never remember that though. Oh, I'll remember it. That's super fucking simple. Ken, what do you agree with that guy on? I'm gonna go let Odin outside. He wants to go outside. Four on clocks to run moves is often written as. That's a lot. Jackie, that's a lot. I'll never remember that. That's crazy. Guys, we're so close to 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. 1990. Alex, welcome to the cult. Fuck yeah, Alex. I bet millennials can't read Roman numerals on clocks of faces. Yeah, as a Gen Z, I totally agree. Fucking millennials. I'm usually on TikTok, but I'd rather just stay on YouTube. That's fair. Yeah, we got suspended on TikTok Live for 3 days. So, yeah. If I wasn't between jobs, I'd definitely be a member. You're perfectly fine. You're perfectly fine. I don't do YouTube and TikTok for the money or for members or for any of that stuff. You guys do not have to join any of the members. You just get like super cool stuff if you do the member. I think the regular cult member is like $1.99 or 99 cents, something like that. And that just allows you to be able to talk whenever it's subscribers only or members only. You can watch certain videos that are members only. You get more icons, etc., more stuff. There's absolutely no need to do it. I just put it up there because everyone asked me to do it. The only reason that I have monetization is because everyone was like, I want a fucking super chat. And I was like, okay. That's why we set up super. That's why the channel's monetized, because you guys wanted it monetized. When can you tell a Roman is angry? He's livid. Raven, your jokes are the epitome of not even dad jokes, great grandfather jokes. I should a YouTube channel and say there is nothing like gay. What? What if God was real and snorted cocaine off of a toilet? What? Prime Minister. Did you guys do drugs when I took Odin outside or something? Is that what's going on here? Did you guys just like snort a fuck ton of crack cocaine? Unicorn dust. Refreshing crack. Unicornism, yes. The one true unicorn. So I'm gonna be watching the rest of the John Wicks in about 20 minutes, and I'm super fucking ecstatic. Me and my mom watched 1 and 2 yesterday, and we're gonna watch 3 and 4 today. Don't bother with the coke they sell on the beach in Mexico. Jesus fucking Christ. Unicornism. Fucking hell. You guys are on one today. Why can't a pirate... Raven. Why can't a pirate count in Roman numerals? They get lost at sea. That's so Raven. That's a good one. I haven't seen the Wick movies. Didn't even know there was a fourth. It's blasphemy. I'll never play the video game. It's gonna suck dick. Do you have a bad childhood or something? No, I had a great childhood. It's always funny when theists come in here and they're like, you left the church because you were hurt. Nah, bitch, I fucking love being a Christian. You know how fucking easy it was to stay ignorant and stupid? Amazingly easy. Something crazy happened in life, all I had to do was blame God or move on and accept that it was the will of God. Like, fucking easy as shit. You don't have to think about your own problems. You don't have to fix yourself. You just pray that God fixes you. Like, it's easy as shit. I was happy as shit. I was stupid, ignorant, and happy. I lived in bliss. It was easy as fuck. I loved it. Yes, the knee slap was for you, Raven. Oh, that's hilarious. So my buddy, my best friend, just texted me. You live rent-free in my fucking memory, you bastard. That's what he just sent me. So I don't know if I can say this on YouTube or not. You guys would definitely think less of me. Fuck. I don't know if I can say that on YouTube. It's so bad. Okay. So I was not a good person, okay? And I still am not. And I'm not proud of this. And I feel bad for it. But it's funny that he just brought it up because he makes fun of me for it too. So I told you guys that I've done security quite a lot. And there was a time that we were doing patrol in the city and we were commissioned through the police department. So whenever there were things going on, we worked with them. And we were looking for this specific person that was selling their stuff on the street. And the captain of the police. This is so fucking bad. The captain of the police was talking with me and my team. And me and my best friend were the leads of the team. I think the team was, I think there was like 12 of us. Something like that. And I've always had this reputation of the stupid dude that just says whatever and doesn't give a fuck. Like, even when I was doing security, like, I would like, if I got a call that someone was robbing a store or something, I was the person that would come on and like, I didn't, it was so bad to say, I didn't do everything like politically correct. So like, if someone was robbing a store or something with like a knife or something, I'd be cracking jokes and like trying to like befriend the person to de-escalate the situation. Like while my team is like sitting there with their firearms out, I'd just be sitting there trying to be friends with the person to calm them down. Like I did things very different, and I was known as that guy that didn't really like follow things correctly. But anyways, there's this time that we're sitting on the street, a street that is very known for its high crime, and the captain of the police is there, and we're looking for this specific person, and captain is like, I need to find this person, and I'm like, give me $5 and I'll find them. Dumbest fucking thing I could have said, especially wearing a badge. I've never been stared at so harshly by someone in my entire fucking life. Because it was a super serious matter. And I'm sitting there smiling ear to ear. And I'm like, give me $5 and I'll go find who it is. Captain just looks at my team. And my team... everyone turns their head to not laugh. Oh, it was so bad. So every once in a while, my buddy, he'll text me out of the fucking blue. Like, I haven't heard from this dude in like fucking 2 months. And he just texted me, you got $5? I'll go find out. Oh my God. They never let me live it down. The stupid shit that I said and did. Oh my goodness. Cody in uniform. Is it me or is it getting hot in here? Yes. Wore a uniform. I've still got a lot of it too. I still got my belt. Wear the uniform on stream. That would not be allowed. I'm not even supposed to have what I do have. Yeah, it's like, yeah, put on some red lipstick. Bet. I'll do that. It's very hard to tell stories of things that I'm like not supposed to talk about or that are like bad things from who I used to be. We all have a fucking story. And like, I know you guys know that I've got a story too. Like, I wasn't always a good person. I said stupid shit, but I change. It's also why I'm not working for the police now, is because I can't agree with the way that they do things, because I was planning on working for the police department. Raven and Bun need to teach you a lesson, Cody. Come teach me a lesson, Bun and Raven. Come do it. No balls. I dare you. Come on over. Ice. My mom wants me to join Ice really bad. The police station fired you over $5? No, I wasn't fired from that. No, I left that security job to go do the security for the Army. We left on good terms. My buddy still wants me to go work there again, but I just can't agree with it. Like the way that we did things, I just don't agree with. Like there was a time, for instance, that I respond to a call about just a homeless person being in a building, and the amount of homeless people that I had to kick out of places just because they were trying to get warm fucking felt terrible. And I don't want to do that anymore. But so I go to this call and we escort the gentleman out, walk outside of the building, and there's a dude at the bus stop with a big old kitchen knife running at people. So me and my lieutenant were like, well, fuck, we witnessed it. Now we got to deal with it. So walk over. Hey, what's going on? Blah, blah, blah. Talk to the dude. Dude fucking charges me. He gets, oh shit, fuck. He gets maybe 10 feet away from me. Close as shit, dude. The adrenaline dump I had after this, but I'm able to pivot between my patrol car and him. And my big thing was always talking to people. So I pivot around. He's still got his knife on him. And I keep some space. I keep like 21 feet because that's what we trained with, 21 feet. And I'm like, hey, man, it's not worth it. I don't want to kill you. You don't want to kill me. I don't want to fucking do this. You're a good dude. I can see it. You know, I'm talking him down. I'm trying to be buddy with him. I'm like, just, you know, if you put that down, we can go our separate ways. But I cannot sit here and let you go around stabbing people, obviously. And then finally he chucks it. Like, he allowed me to get close enough to where, and this was stupid as shit, but he allows me to, like, I was able to walk up to him and like pat him on the back, and like he was just struggling mentally. He was just emotionally struggling. He just needed a friend. And I was eventually able to talk him down to dropping the knife, and he ran off. It wasn't in our jurisdiction, so there was nothing we could do about it. But like, then when I go back to the office, people would be like, man, I would have drawn my gun and shot him dead. I'm like, dude, that's why it's a good thing that I was there. Like, nobody died, nobody got stabbed, nobody got shot. You don't deserve to have a badge if that's how you're going to react to it. If you're just going to immediately draw your firearm and wipe out every single person that poses the slightest bit of a threat, fuck you. You don't deserve to have a badge. So I just can't do it. If I were to be with police, there'd be certain things that I just cannot allow myself to do. The smell of his mustache. I did grow out my mustache while I was not a cop, by the way, guys. I did not serve a police station. While I was doing security, I did have a mustache. I shaved it once, went into the office, and they fucking berated the shit out of me. I never lived it down. I just can't understand having non-police officers doing police work. Can never happen here. We were commissioned through the department, so we had police powers without the responsibility. It was very interesting. It was we had to go to the academy, get trained by them, and then we had to take a bunch of tests. We had to follow the same laws and regulations. The only difference was we didn't have to take the people to jail. We handle our calls. If we had to make any arrests, we would have the police come and get them. We just had to basically babysit. It was just glorified security guard. That's all it was. I don't think police unions even would let it happen here. It shouldn't have. The amount of people I worked with that were just dumb as shit, including myself, it really should not be a thing. So many people had so many incidents. Like, I mean, so I was 20 or 21 when I worked there. I had another officer my age that died at the age of 22. Like, it's stupid shit, dude. Again, to clarify, I did not work as a police officer. I never in my life have worked for the Army or a police station. I did security. I did a security contract for the Army. I did security in that city under the commissioning of the police board. I was not a cop. I have never worked for or in the Army. I did a contract for the Army. All right. It is 4:56 though. It is about time to close down stream, guys. Appreciate everyone sticking around after TikTok failed. And I will see you guys. I'll figure something out in the Discord. I think what we'll do is until TikTok is back up, we'll do some live reaction videos on YouTube. I think that's probably what we'll end up doing. But love you all. Appreciate you all being here. I know there's no callers. It sucks. Justin's going live. Yep, go head over to Justin and say hi to Justin for me. That'll give him at least 47 people. Appreciate y'all. I'll see you guys.